What is up, my friends? How are we? It's another match day, and please God, it's 3 points today. We're going to go through the starting 11 in a moment, but as you can see, the major news today is no Mohamed Salah in the starting 11, no Hugo Ekitike in the starting 11. The team is, as you will see on the screen, we may have to mess around with the formation a little bit as we're trying to figure out exactly how we do look. But the headlines: Gomez is in at right back, Canade keeps his place alongside Van Dijk, Kirkes starts over Andy Robertson at left back. Then it's a midfield of Szoboszlai, Gravenberch and McAllister, and we reckon it's Wirtz probably on the right-hand side, but it could be on the left-hand side. Cody Gakpo and Alexander Isak. That is your starting 11. As I said, we'll do our best to figure out the formation as soon as we can, or exactly who's playing where, I should say. So, look, he's made big changes, as we've asked him to. Canade starting is probably out of necessity more than trust at this point, I'd be saying. But other than that, let's see how we get on today, and I hope you've all had a pleasant weekend so far. Hugo injured, everyone. Well, he's on the bench, mate, so he couldn't be that injured. He's on the bench. So stop, putting out stuff that we're not sure about just yet. So yeah, look, we'll figure out the exact formation in a moment, as I mentioned, but that is the big breaking news. The Liverpool bench today is Georgie, Endo, Salah. It's also Chiesa, Jones, Ekitike, Robbo, Nioni and Rio. That's your Liverpool bench. Right, first super chat of the day. How are we? Nathan. Come on, you Reds. Let's have a day of thinking positive and getting behind the boys and manager. Yes, that's certainly the plan, mate. That's certainly the plan. Let's hope that we see something on the pitch to back that up back that up as well. But look, ultimately, today should be a good chance of 3 points. We've got a great record against these guys over the last few seasons. We've been banging in goals against them left, right and centre. So fingers crossed today we do the same. That's all. That's the positivity. That's what I have for you at the minute. I'm struggling here. I'm trying to figure out how we can be positive, but let's just hope we can figure out something today. Yeah, we got to get a win, don't we? Quite simply. Let me just test a few things. Yeah, that's grand. We're good to go with that. Still think Chiesa should have started above Gakpo. I dare say you're not alone, mate, but you know, this manager doesn't seem to want to start Fede Chiesa come what may. So yeah, look, small mercies and all that, bro. Small mercies. Wirtz is bad. No, he's not. But just admit you don't know anything about football. Ryan Hogan Doyle, and we'll go from there. Actually, do you know what? Just stop. Just go away. Yeah, no time for you. Either don't know what you're talking about or you're just willfully hating on somebody, but he's an outstanding footballer, and hopefully we get to see that today. But either way, it's too early for that much negativity. Florian Wirtz starting Minecraft, man, though. Gakpo. Look, it is what it is. Look, we wanted the manager to make changes, and at least he's done that. You know, at least he's took off Salah. At least he's shaken up the front line a little bit. He's brought in Gomez at right back. Let's just be grateful for small mercies and hope that we've got some type of better shape today. I don't like what we're doing with Wirtz. First Cam, now left wing or right wing. Again, look, I'd rather just figure it out on the pitch and hopefully he settles in. I thought he did okay left side. Now, I don't know if he's left or right today. I thought he did okay left side though the last time out when he started. But look, let's just wait and see what happens. Hopefully we find some form and win. That's what we all want. The real Johnny Sin said United should be at least 3 down. So damn lucky. I'm not paying attention to it, to be honest. I'd seen Mateta scored a penalty. Was it a retake of a penalty or something like that? I think they originally kicked it off his own foot or something. But yeah, I'd seen that he'd put them 1-0 up. But apart from that, I don't really know much else. Haven't really been following it. Tipsy Dipsy. Fell off my chair to see Salah not starting. Yeah, it was a surprise to me. You know, we'd got word that Isak was starting, obviously, as it spread on social media. But other than that, didn't really know what to expect with the starting 11. Why is Gakpo always starting over Ekitike? I don't know. Look, what I'm thinking is there's a chance that maybe Ekitike still feels something in his back and the manager maybe doesn't feel he can do the full 90. Again, I'm guessing, so I couldn't really tell you for sure. But he's on the bench. He's an option. Look, either way, I'll take this. You know, you have to just keep your fingers crossed now that Canade has a decent performance today. Hopefully, now that he knows that move to Real Madrid's no longer on the table, you know, his head will settle. What will Chiesa do to get a start? Said Busy Media. Mate, I think he's going to just go in January at this point. I think Liverpool are going to try to get Semenyo and probably move on Chiesa. It's the only thing I can think of because, as you've said, at this point, I mean, what more can he do? Not much, I would say. Not much. This one from Mikey. Hope Sally uses the dropping as motivation. Of course, that's what you'd always want, mate, yeah? You'd always want that from a player who... Again, I don't like using the word dropped, but you'd always want that from a player who's been rotated. Let's go with that one. What is it now they call these players? They don't call them substitutes anymore. They're finishers, right? Finishers. So, yes, hopefully Salah comes on as a finisher and does that. You're joking, Craig. He doesn't want to play. Who said he doesn't want to play? So I'm losing track of this conversation now. Sorry. Who said he doesn't want to play? I mean, he doesn't want to play Chiesa. Chiesa wants to play. Football star Y1E. Hey Craig, hope you and your family are doing well. Not too bad, thank you, bro. Appreciate you asking after them. All good and healthy, thank you. Your content's amazing. Thank you so much. And Liverpool match day. The first TV info I go to your stream. That's really kind of you, mate. Thank you so much for your support. It means a lot to me. And the family are good, as I mentioned. I hope yours are as well. There we go, Liam. I love the optimism. Liam Lee James. Vert's masterclass today. That's it, bro. That's what we want. So Connor's just giving me a number here. First time since April 2024 that Mohamed Salah hasn't started a Premier League game for Liverpool or has been benched for a Premier League game for Liverpool. The real Johnny Sin said, remember that Gakpo Murillo challenge? 7 foot wasn't even a 50... Excuse me, what's this? Oh, sorry, question mark. It wasn't even a 50-50. It was a 60-40 in his favour and he still pussied out of it. And he still starts. Look, we've got to just get behind the team at this point, mate. If, like same as last week, if the performance comes out shit and we play terrible and we get played off the park, we'll vent afterwards, and I will. But for now, look, let's just try to be upbeat and hope that something clicks today and we go in the right direction. We've asked the manager to make some big calls. He's made some of them. I'm sure some people will have... I'm sure Isak... sorry, someone's calling Isak a rat in the chat. It distracted me. I'm sure some people will think Isak shouldn't have started, should or shouldn't have started. Others will, think Ekitike should have been on the left. He's made some big calls, so give him some credit for that, but let's see if the players respond to that. So I was reading a piece just before I went live, suggested that one of the things that's really winding up the dressing room, and again, I'll give you exactly which journalist wrote this so we can talk about it fairly. So Sam Wallace of The Telegraph said, the chief complaint from within the squad seems to be that Andy Robertson has lost his place to Milos Kerkez, with the latter yet to demonstrate that he is an adequate replacement. So that seems to be something that's frustrating the dressing room, according to Sam Wallace. Whitehammer said, I hope we are 3-4-3 and Wirtz is in his best position. I really doubt we are 3-4-3, but maybe you're right. Maybe it's a 3-4-2-1. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. That's what I'm saying. We're kind of guessing at the formation today, so you're going to have to bear with us a little bit. Molly, how are you, my friend? Nice words from you in the chat, Molly. Thank you. FC Pitchside, how are we today, dude? I think we have to start building around Wirtz. You're preaching to the choir, my man. You're preaching to the choir. I've been saying that now for a while. Building around the future of the team, the likes of your Wirtz, your Isak, your Ekitikes, your Rio Engamoas. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Mr. Bransfield, how are we? You'll be delighted to know that we posted your father's birthday card last week. So should be, what week there we say? Early this week. So it should be with you soon enough, as promised. Apologies on the delay, but we hope it gets there soon enough. And yes, here's hoping for a win, my friend. Here's hoping for a win. Narrow, Isak, Gakpo, Wirtz behind him. It could well be, Blizzard. It could well be. Look, today I'll say to you openly, don't look at our formation and think it's gospel. We're trying to figure this out as well on the fly. So, we'll understand the shape when we see it out there. Sometimes when you get a little bit closer, the journalists get a feed of, how they're warming up and stuff. So we might get the formation from that. Bransfield said thanks. Oh, mate, look, again, apologies it was so delayed. Just been a crazy time for us, but much love to you and your father as always, and I hope he has a wonderful birthday, my friend. Could Dom be a right wing back in the 3-4-3, Verts, Cody, 10? Again, dude, could be Whitehammer. Could be. I'm open to suggestions today on the formation because truly, when you make changes like this, you don't know if it's just personnel changes or if it's a slight tweak of system. The manager did say during the week, though, that he doesn't really have time to work with them on a wholesale system change. So I'd be very surprised if it was a full-on change of system. It might be a tweak. He's been talking about the fact that these guys are used to playing in this type of formation. They've been playing most of their careers in a particular formation. Connor said to me it could be a 4-4-2 like Frankfurt would make sense. Verts drift in from right, Gomez slots into a back three when Kirkus is going forward. Could be. It could be. But look, let's just hope for a better performance. Whatever the formation may be, let's just hope it leads to a better performance. Hardy said just hope for intense pressing. We have to bite. Salah will leave at the end of the season for sure. 100 million from Saudis guaranteed, said Mr. Scrub, excuse me. How's your wife after Friday, said Robert. Good, mate, good. Just been a stressful few days. But like I said, we'll figure it out. We spent yesterday trying to put all of our ducks in a row, let's put it that way. So yeah, look, fingers crossed, things get to where we want them to be. Grizzly said, can we just sell Mo in January to Saudi and pay for Gay and Semenyo? So the weird thing about that sentence is that we don't need to sell him for the money. The money's there, the wiggle room's there. I was watching, I think it was Henry Winter the other night talk about the PSR wiggle room that Liverpool have. And if it wasn't him, then it was a different journalist on Sky. Apologies if it wasn't Henry Winter, but we don't have any issues with PSR or anything like that. So fingers crossed, it's a fruitful window. There's been more chatter about Semenyo today. We'll talk about that tonight in the late night agenda. Dominic, how are we, dude? Great to be in as always. Use your stream for commentary and listen to you wherever I make the 1 hour drive to see my boy. That's so kind of you, and love to you and your son, mate. Really appreciate that support, Dominic. Thank you. Be careful though when you're driving, mate. Make sure it is just listening. We don't want you watching when you're driving. Nathan said, why is Ekatike not starting? The best guess, Nathan, that I can give you is maybe still feeling something in the back, and maybe, the manager feels he could get 30 out of him. Again, I'm guessing because I don't know the actual answer, but that's the best I can come up with. The real Johnny Sin said he's starting all of our centre-backs today. He knows damn well his job's on the line today. Even if we lose with our backup centre-back, he's desperate. I've no doubt he's desperate. I mean, all of us would be in his position right now, mate. His job is on the line, you're right. There's no denying that. I've already seen some newspaper pieces start to come out to talk about the patience that FSG have again and all this stuff. Ultimately, if he doesn't start winning games, he's got 2 very winnable games today, midweek against Sunderland. Then we've got Leeds United. These are games that should be winnable. And if he doesn't, he's got a problem. Patrick said, no disrespect to Mo, I love him, but father time is catching up with him. It is, unfortunately, mate, it is. Look, we've said it many times. Father time's undefeated. Catches up with everybody eventually. But I just want what's best for the team. And same as yourself, Patrick. Just want what's best for the team. And if the team are looking faster, sharper today, if they're defending a little bit better, if players are tracking back, hopefully that's a good sign for things to come in the future. Would you have 2 centre-backs or 1 centre-back and Semenyo in January? 1 centre-back and Semenyo in January would do fine, to be honest with you, mate. If you brought in Mark Gay, let's say, and Semenyo in January, that'd be a great window. But if I had to, the centre-backs are the important one, though. So as long as we get a centre-back in the door, I'm happy. I don't mind on the forward line. Honestly, I don't. I think we can make do if we need to. Yeah, it's definitely the fact that we need to bring in a centre-back that's worrying me. We'll take an L if it means manager going. Look, you're not the first person to say that to me this week, and you won't be the last. I just can't bring myself to do it. I always want the Reds to win. And look, I want Darnett to succeed and turn it round. I do. I've no interest in talking about sacking a manager unless it's deserved. And look, so far the way things are going, it is deserved. But again, hopefully we can get a win. First time Joe Gomez started at right back since September 2023 today, by the way. So first time for Joe Gomez starting a Premier League game at right back since 2023. Itachi, how are we, bro? It's a great lineup. Isak will score today. Have a feeling. Let's start the season now. Nice. We like that. I'm hopeful for this one. Hope you're doing well. I'm okay, thank you, Blizzard. I'm okay. Don't like these early starts for kickoffs. For me, this is middle of the night stuff. But either way, just want to win today in a better performance. So hard seeing everybody so down over the week because of the football, and the results. No matter where I am, whether I'm in the Discord chat room, whether I'm posting WhatsApp, or whether I'm reading fan forums, everyone's just frustrated at the minute. And you don't like to see your fellow Liverpool fans, not looking forward to games of football. This is usually the highlight of all of our weeks. Well, for saddos like me, it is anyway. Thank you again, Blizzard. Harris said, love the content, Craig. Keep up the great work. Thank you, man. 10 months with us as a member as well, Harris. Thank you. Appreciate your support. Harry said, how sorry do we feel for Chiesa? Salah dropped and he's still benched. Very, but ultimately the second part of that, the Salah being dropped, I think is the important part. For me, anyway. Of course, I wouldn't mind seeing Chiesa play. Not at all. But knowing that he has the balls to drop Salah, that's a big step forward for me. Tipsy Dipsy said, really hope we see some kind of system that works. Yes, sir. Yeah. Just anything. Just any promising signs would be nice today. Be nice to finish the game and talk about something in an upbeat, positive sense, wouldn't it? So hopefully we see a good performance from Wirtz. Hopefully we see Isak bag himself a goal today. And we can start this climb back in the right direction. Brad Larkin said, currently hungover. I beg this team does not make it worse. Let's put a positive spin on this team. Much love, my man. Thank you, sir. And yeah, a positive spin would be nice for the day. Yes, it would. I could. Do you know what? I'm fingers crossed that we're on here tonight for the late night agenda, talking about a win, a better performance, and looking at possible positives moving forward ahead of a very hopefully fruitful week. The real Johnny Sin said, I'm so sorry, Craig, but an L is for the greater good. Do you know what? Hand on heart, if he loses today, I still don't think he gets sacked. Especially not before Wednesday. Whatever he does, I don't think he gets sacked this week because there's 3 games. As bad as that sounds, I think if he loses this, he's still in charge on Wednesday, mate, in my opinion. I'm not saying that's right. Like I said, in my opinion, he should have been fired after the last game and maybe the one before that. Right, let's give you some quotes from Arna. So Arna said, with Salah on the bench, we play 4 games in 10 days. I've many good players, if you know. So today, I just chose a different lineup. Sometimes Alex is on the bench, sometimes Florian. This is the 11 I chose today. It's never an easy decision to make. It's not the first time I've done this. So he reckons it's down to squad rotation, which is fine with me. Whatever the reason being, at least he's done it. Aussie Dude said, let's call Inzaghi. He'll come here. FC Pitside said, Salah has to be grateful that such a world-class players like Ekitike, Wirtz and Isak will be carrying his legacy. Every player can be dropped. Brad Larkin said, at least United are losing. Do you think the Ogo song is distracting the players? I've said it a few times. I don't know. If it is, I'm sure they can communicate that to the fan base and it would stop. At least maybe before or after the game. But, we don't know is the honest answer. Only the players can answer that one for you. Sonder, quick question. If we play amazing today, do you think we keep Salah on the bench? Would make sense to keep playing the best team? So I would probably do what you've said. I dare say many people in the chat would do what you've said. But I still think he plays on Wednesday, come what may. But let's wait and see. We won't have too long to find out. Greetings from Bulgaria, friend. Let's get the W. Thank you, Tosh. Appreciate you, bro. And yeah, we need that win, mate. We need that win. We need some positivity right now. Much love to you over in Bulgaria, my friend. Elks, dude, how are we? Good day, Craig. Hope we win, but a loss can't hurt me because Ohio State finally beat Michigan yesterday for the first time since 2019. Nice. Congrats. I was flicking through some of the college football yesterday on DAZN, but didn't really focus on anything too long because the boxing was on. But yes, I'm glad you're having a positive weekend so far. Owen Mulhern said, a must win for us. A draw is not good enough. I would agree with that. A draw is not good enough. No, it's got to be a win. It's got to be a win. Let's turn this around. I hope your day is well. I'm okay. There's a bit of a head cold going around, and I think I might be starting to get one. My nose and throat feel a bit scratchy, but you know, so far so good. So far so good. Craig, question: will you not cut your hair to Liverpool win 5 games in a row? We jokingly had this conversation in my house the other day. To which my wife said, no. It's not me, you know. I don't care about me hair one bit. Grow it, shaved, don't really care. The missus just having none of me with any type of hair at all. Let's hope Gomez gets through the first half. Still no Chiesa. Slot playing his favourite, Gakpo. I don't know what to say, dude. You know, it is what it is. The manager makes the calls. I give him credit for benching Salah. Would have liked to bench Canada if I'm being honest, but I can sort of understand what he's done. Yeah. Look, I'm happy to see Isak there. I'm happy to see Wirtz there. I just want a performance today, Stevie Boy making a win. I see you feeling so upbeat today. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. You know, it's soul destroyed when the Reds win these type of runs. Or we've not had one this bad, God, in, I don't know, in probably my time making content, but you know, usually I'm sitting there all week, absolutely buzzing for the games, and you know, can't wait. Almost can't sleep with excitement the night before and stuff. But yeah, just kind of feeling numb coming into them now, and almost having to force the optimism. Handsome fella, Craig. Thank you. Come on, get us the win today. Fingers crossed, dude. Fingers crossed. Did you see Wirtz put on 2.5 kg of muscle? I did, yeah. I covered it yesterday's video, Riley. Good to hear because he needs to do it. He needs to do it. And he won't be the first or the last to come into the Premier League and need to do that. So, yeah, it's good that he's starting to do it. Not against dropping Salah, but the fact that he was dropped before Gakpo is insanity, in my humble opinion, especially when Ekitike is on the bench. So we have seen Gakpo dropped in games in the last while. You know, I think if we go back over the team selections, he's been on the bench in a couple of them. But either way, I get your point. We won't all be happy all the time, and I get it. And when we're in runs like this, we're all, I guess, super emotional. We just have to just trust for the time being, mate, and hope that we can figure something out and get the win. Right, so you know what I'm going to ask you. If you can hit that like button for me. We've got this tremendous record of getting 1,000 likes before we start the game. So if you can help us out, please do. Oh, United have equalised. 1-1. United are saying in the chat. No, the chat are saying about United. United aren't saying that. And Craig, this is why I'm not awake yet. I'm 1 cup of coffee into the day. Won't sign another winger to give Rio a chance, yet never used. Yeah, that winds me up. That winds me up, mate. He's not given a chance, but yeah, we're told we don't want to block the pathway, so we're screwing ourselves. Time for a second cup. It's here. I'm letting it cool down a bit. Don't worry. I've got the second cup on the go. Yeah, I need 3 cups in a day. 3 cups and I'm usually awake. Hayley's just about to have first sip of caffeine. There you go. I buried a quick coffee, Hayley, before we started the stream. That meme guy said, would start making changes like this if we lose. Would this be on the players or the management? Look, the players have to take some responsibility in all of this, of course. Like, yes, ultimately the manager is the one who will be fired if it doesn't work, but the players aren't without criticism, of course, mate. Absolutely. Why not Frimpong right back? Because he's injured and has been for 5 weeks. Would probably be the easiest answer, Dan. So he's not even on the Liverpool bench yet. So the Liverpool bench today is Endo, Salah, Chiesa, Jones, Ekitike, Mamardashvili, Robbo, Nioni, and Rio. Astro Cop said, I will say him making changes does make me very happy and a bit more upbeat, excited for the game. Look, being honest, this should be, if you're Liverpool, you should be rubbing your hands together with this one, because this has been a very fruitful fixture for us over recent years. So this should hopefully be exactly what the Reds need. If they can go out there and put in a good physical shift, the result should come. They're going to have to work for it, though. It's the Premier League. If they work, knuckle down, the press is right, then I dare say there'll be mistakes in this West Ham team. And one thing I want you guys to keep an eye on today, is he starting? Let's have a look. Yes, keep an eye on Callum Wilson drawing fouls. Watch this one. I was reading a stat the other day, and he's above average for the amount of fouls he draws from defenders. So if you're Ibrahim Kanade, you got to be paying particular attention today, because Callum Wilson is going to be looking for set pieces, free kicks, and any little soft fouls he can pick up. Keep an eye on it, and we'll keep tabs as the game goes on. Let's go through the starting 11 actually for West Ham. It's Areola in goal, who is a mistake waiting to happen. Wan-Bissaka, Mavropanos, Todibo, and Malik Diouf. That's the back five for West Ham. Then it's Magassa and Potts at the base of the midfield. Bowen, Fernandez, Paqueta, and Callum Wilson make up the West Ham starting 11. The West Ham bench is Hermansen, Walker-Peters, Kilman, Julio, Fulkrug, Guilherme, Rodriguez, Souček, and Irving. Red said, with the results we have had, can't get much worse. Hopefully, we have to try to be positive. Yep. Fingers crossed. We all want a positive result today. Devon said, asked for Salah to be dropped. Still not satisfied. At least the nonsense about not being dropped, the Salah's contracts to put bed. Yeah, that's one good thing, mate. Definitely. There was one question that I never really wanted to answer or discuss, because I wouldn't for 1 second believe it would be in a contract at a club like Liverpool that he has to play. That would just be weak. So I would never imagined it was in there. Martin, how are we? Said at least he's trying something different. Exactly. That's kind of where my head's at with it, mate. Give him his credit on that. He has changed it up. Now we need the response from the players. Do I ever miss Darwin? I miss the physicality sometimes. Look, I mean, say what we want about him, and we did. He's a handful, And as somebody said before, you can never take your eyes off him. But, let's not gloss over that frustrating finishing as well. That was very frustrating. But that being said, he always put in a shift. Langroyal said, do you think there's any chance of a 4-2-2-2? Yes, there's a chance of that. There's a chance of a 4-4-2. There's a chance of multiple different formations. But it is an interesting lineup. It is. How exactly they will line up remains to be seen. But I'd say everything outside of a back... Well, it could be a back three in possession. But again, let's wait and see. Darwin, I still remember him hitting the post in an open goal. Look, you always look back more fondly on things in life, usually, when they're over, they're gone. But I remember the frustrations. I remember the conversations every single time we went out there and played and Darwin missed sitters. But he was a handful. He did create space and opportunities for others as well. So I'll never deny that part of what he did. Same with Diaz. Except Diaz, you could throw in the extra goals he was getting. His fight, though, and determination. Mane before him as well on that left side. Do you think we can still win the league? No, mate. I gave up the idea of us winning the league 3 losses ago, probably. Nuno Harambol counter low block is deadly. Oh, look, don't start low blocks, mate. I don't want to hear low blocks yet. Let's wait till the game's over or something. If we haven't won, and we'll talk low blocks. For now, let's just talk 3 points and positivity. Someone's asking what channel it's on. I'm watching it on Sky Sports. Sky Sports main event for me is what I have the game on. What else is it on? Yeah, Sky Sports main event for me. Mary, how are we, Mary? Lovely to see you, and thank you so much. Almost 2 years, Mary. Almost 2 years. I just want to get behind the lads today. Same, of course, yeah. I'm eager for the game to get started, to be honest, Mary, so we can see, what they're about today. Rick, how are we? Gakpo on the right. We're not sure, mate. We're trying to figure it out ourselves. If we need to adjust it when the game starts, we will, but we're not 100% on it. I reckon Chiesa had naughty time with Mrs. Slaw. Surely the only explanation. I just don't think the manager probably ever wanted him. I'd say he was a signing that was maybe made above his head or without his approval. Serious question. Why not start Ekitike over Gakpo? The only thing I can think of is that maybe that knock from his back, it rules him out of a 90. Maybe he can only do 25 or 30. But again, I am guessing there, mate. But it's all I can think of. Dominic, how are we, sir? 8 months as well, Dominic. Thank you for being with us that long. I hope Isak gets off the mark in the league today. Yes, here. As do I, Dominic. I can second that. Oh, 2-1 United. They've turned it round there. They've turned it round against Crystal Palace. So 2-1 United. I wonder with Jota's loss, so we missing Nunes' character in the squad. His quality was questionable, but by all accounts, the squad loved him. Look, I'd say there's a lot of stuff, Martin, that has changed for those guys in that dressing room. Obviously the loss of Diogo, but also, other teammates who've moved on to pastures new. Other players coming in as well. So, yeah, probably a combination of a lot of things, mate. Was he the baseball player? Was he the baseball player who was caught with all the steroids? Or I could get the wrong person here. Sorry, I don't really follow baseball or anything, but that's the only name that rings a bell to me. Is he from baseball? Carl said, I'm still not slotting, or excuse me, I'm still slotting. Apologies, Carl, but it's just a good feeling. Mate, you be you, like I said. I only give you my opinion. You're entitled to yours. If you want them in, no problems. Craig said Langroyal. In January, what player would you want most? Mark A, mate. Mark A. Haley said, hit the like button, everyone. Show your support. Thank you, Haley. And thank you for being with us as a member for 4 months, my friend. Oh, Billy Bonds. Sorry. Yes, sorry. Billy Bonds is the West Ham legend who died at 79. I've seen something about that on Sky. My apologies. I should have remembered that, but as I said, I'm only 1 cup of coffee into the day. But yes, I'd seen that on Sky Sports when I opened up the app today. Sorry about that. My bad. Just my opinion, Gakpo should be on the bench. I wouldn't say you're on your own, David, based off a lot of the chats that we're seeing today, mate. And I hope you're having a good Sunday. Yes, I am thinking of Barry Bonds. Yes, sorry. But yes, I did see that about the West Ham legend. My apologies. I should have remembered that. Josh? I'm going to say Josh. So just joined in. Happy with the 11. Somewhat happy. Thought Wirtz was injured for a while. So did I. We knew that he may have trained yesterday, but nobody was 100% certain. But look, I'm taking it as a positive that he's in the team. Glad Salah is benched, and that slot grew a pair. Thank you, sir. Smashing 006 said, I have a good feeling about today. It's good for us all that Salah's dropped. Our energy might be better. Hopefully that the last part is right, mate. You know, hopefully we do see increased work levels from the players, particularly tracking back and helping out defensively. Schlotterbeck or Gay? Gay, because I know more about Mark Gay and he's Premier League ready. So yeah, I'd go Mark Gay. Former for me, but expensive, said Matthew. Johnny. Yeah, for me, I'll take Mark Gay because, you know, I pretty much know what I'm getting there, but either one I wouldn't be too unpleased, mate, or too displeased, excuse me. My stepdad's a huge Hammers fan. Will absolutely batter me today if they win. Must win for my sake. Must win for all of our sakes, mate, because, you know, it's getting very, very, very tiring losing. The hate Salah's getting mind bogged, and these aren't fans, these are United scums. So you think you can call people scums and then talk about hate? Do you not see the irony in that? Salah's not getting hate. Salah's getting criticised for his bang average performances, which is absolutely right. So you carry on judging people as much as you want, bro, but it won't be here. So crack on. Celebrate my 47th with a coffee, slice of cake, and hopefully a Liverpool win. Surely we can't lose again. Well, happy birthday, Richard. Save me a slice of cake, bro, as you can see. I do like them. And yeah, happy birthday to you, my man. Sadiq said at this rate, there's more chance of Slot getting a contract extension than getting fired. Who's your least favourite Liverpool player of all time? El Hadj Diouf. El Hadj Diouf, easy answer. Flying over to see them on Wednesday. Hope we win. Nice. A man with no name. Hope you get the win on Wednesday. Sunderland. They came from I think did they come from 2-0 down? I know they came from behind to win yesterday anyway, 3-2, but hope you see a win on Wednesday for all of our sakes. Lenny said, as a United fan, we used to fear Salah, but Father Time has caught up with him. It has, mate. Look, he was very fruitful against you boys, all right. But look, you know, he isn't looking the same player these days, unfortunately for us. But giving Salah a 2 out of 10 for dropping a 6 out of 10 can be seen as hate. Can it? And who gave him a 2 out of 10? I don't understand how ranking a performance in a game is hate. Do you not understand what hate is? Get out of my club. That's hate. I don't like him because X or Y. That's hate. But giving somebody a performance based on or a rating based on a poor performance is not right, mate. It's critiquing. Do you know what? I'm going to just say something. There's too many people that are too fucking soft. Just is. Too many people are just way too soft and just don't know how to deal with any level of criticism. But, you know, we're talking about top level sport here. Highly trained athletes with every support system, advantage, and are paid an extortionate amount of money to play football. If they can't handle a 2 out of 10 on somebody's fan channel that means nothing to them, then they're in the wrong business. So I just don't get it. People are just, I think, too soft in this day and age a lot of the time. We've done that one already. Hi, mate. Hope the family's okay after recent events. We're getting there, bro. Getting there. Just here, we won the league last year because of Salah's goals and assists. Right, but that's last year. That means nothing now. Salah got his bonuses. Salah got his league winners medal. Same as everyone else. It means nothing now. That was last season. This is this season. Saying he shouldn't be playing because he hasn't been playing well isn't hate. It's just being honest. It just does my head in. These lads are overly mollycoddled and protected anyway. I just look. UI and everybody else gets criticised in our jobs if we don't do it well, non-stop. The amount of shit that I get every single week, I could easily go into my shell and just say, that's it, I've had enough. But you can't. You just got to carry on and crack on. And remember the people that do believe in you, the people that do want you to do well. And to be fair, everybody wants them to do well. Nobody has never not wanted Salah to do well. But you can't just continuously just praise people when it's not deserved. You have to earn that praise. Simple as that. Last year was last year. We're in the here and now. And the mentality, if you want to win league title after league title, if you want to be consistently at the top, you don't have time to stand there and pat yourself on the back. It's on to the next win. Done that a few times now. Brought up that comment. Hi, mate. Hope the family is okay. Yes, as I mentioned, not too bad, Bricktop, mate. And thank you for being with us for 19 months. Liz, love to you and the family. Sorry you were in hospital. I know what you've been through, Liz. You've been through a lot, my friend. A lot. Love to you, Ian, and the family. Sam's attack said, or is it? Yeah, Sam Sektak. Excuse me, Sam, my friend. My apologies. I hate what we have become, but I cannot unlove who we are. All the best, boys. You'll never walk alone. Waiting for the golden sky at the end of the storm. Well, Jace, it's been a long storm, Sam, hasn't it? She's been a blustery storm, bro. So yes, fingers crossed for that golden sky soon, because we need something. We need something to smile about, Sam. We need something. 805. Again, it's all good. We don't always have to agree, mate. You've been nothing but fair in the chat. You've given your opinion. You've been polite about it. All good, dude. All good. We don't always have to agree, but if we can disagree in a respectful manner, that'll do for me. Coffee. Salah didn't win us the league. The team did. Simple. No, but I do understand the point, Tipsy. I do understand the point of he was the standard bearer last year. And I would say Van Dijk stepped up a lot last year as well. Look, what Salah did last year was heroics. There's no denying that. But we created a lot of chances as well. So look, it was just good for everybody. Irish coffee. No, do you know what? I can't stand whiskey or anything, so I'd never have an Irish coffee. What's the one that has Tia Maria in it? What's that one? A Calippo or... I can't remember. Whatever has Tia Maria in it, that'd be... I'd drink that alright, but yeah, not Irish coffee. Can't stand whiskey. Liz said, I hope we don't suck today. Yeah, simple way of putting it, Liz, but yes, exactly that, my friend. Chris said, not happy with Gakpo and Kirk starting, but at least you dropped Salah. That's something different. Nangan said, are Chiesa higher than Gakpo and Salah in current form? What do you think? It's hard to really know how to rate Chiesa, because sometimes he comes on and he looks overly enthusiastic and it's lacking that little bit of subtlety. But he will give 100%. That's what I will say. Gakpo, I think I'm in a different camp on Gakpo to most people. I do fully agree that he has some limitations to his game. But ultimately, I think he's very tactically aware. And I do think, like I say, numerically, he chips in every single season. So, that's the one player I'd have to say I have some disagreement with some of the criticism he's been getting. I think some of it is unwarranted. Some of it I understand. But sometimes I've watched games where I actually haven't thought he's been too bad. And people have been calling him out within 15 minutes of the game starting. Scared for today. This must be our turning point. It can't be. It can't not be, excuse me, the wiener dog. You know, we can't keep saying next time it'll start soon. We've got this Sunderland Leeds. Surely. As Carragher said, minimum of 7 points. And thank you, by the way, Mr. Wiener Dog, for 4 months. Member for 19 months at Kinja said nobody is above being dropped. It's healthy. Exactly, it is healthy. 100% is healthy. And again, it prolongs everyone's legs and hopefully limits injuries, or somewhat limits injuries. What is your score prediction? Said Mikey Kavanagh. Oh, Mikey, I don't know, bro. I went 2-2 in my preview. Seeing the team with some changes in it. 2-1? 2-1 win? I say that more with hope than expectation, but I'm going to go 2-1. 2-1 win, Mikey. 2-1. Let me know what you think, though, dude. Let me know what you think. Big Chili said, hey, Craig, hope the family are well. Thank you, sir. Hope yours are as well. Predicting a 3-2 late winner from Salah. Favourite band or artist? I'm a Queen man myself at 26. 1 sec. Sorry, just need to clear my throat and didn't want to do it into the mic. I don't know if I have a favourite band. I have favourites in genres, to be honest with you. So, like, I'm very eclectic with the type of music I listen to. I listen to anything from country to rap to glam rock to anything. I'd have to say Oasis if I was just picking one after, because, you know, that's my youth. That's what I grew up drinking cans in fields, smoking weed in fields with my mates, listening to Oasis on the stereo or the ghetto blaster. What else? Prince be right up there as well. I grew up on like Motown and stuff. My dad would have had me listening to Motown, R&B. Honestly, my musical taste is so varied. If you looked at my playlist, it's all over the shop. It's up, it's down, it's rap, it's country, it's sad songs, it's 90s cheesy boy band stuff. Everything, man. Yeah, but I'd say Oasis. I'd push Oasis. And the Killers. They'd be right up there as well. The one band I haven't got to see live yet that I want to see live is the Killers. Centre backs need a decent game, no silly fouls, said Johnny. Yeah, and I mentioned earlier on, keep an eye on Callum Wilson. He's an above average record of winning free kicks. So keep an eye on him, especially with Canade. Not to be critical, but do we think Alex Isak needs to hit the ground running? 26 and entering his prime years, has all the ability in the world though. Yes, he does. It will come with fitness, and hopefully we start to see Max Sharpness coming in now. But I've got a feeling he scores today, you know. Haley said, I love Nirvana. One of my first albums I remember having is Nirvana Unplugged live in New York. An incredible album. Really, really good. MTV session, I think it was. MTV Live Unplugged in New York, Nirvana. Incredible album. Terry Ryan said, happy to see you on. Hope all is okay from Friday. It'll all come good for you. Going to stadium, hopefully we see 18. Thank you. Very kind of you. Yeah, it's all right, mate. You know, it's not something that's going to be resolved for the next while. So we're going to have to just kind of sit in our hands a little bit and hope it all works out. But frustrating looking out the back and seeing everything stopped. Torn today, said Wayne. TOTT2KZ1. Torn today, Craig. My heart wants us to win, but my head says take this loss and slots out the door. Cannot remember last time I was this unsure. I don't think he gets fired if we lose today, because there's so many games in short time. I think he's going to get this week no matter what, and maybe even longer, unfortunately. But look, I do hope we do get the win today, most importantly. Right, so if you can, do hit that like button for me. We were up at 739 now. Waddy Said, all right, Craig, lad, how you doing? Not too bad, thank you. Fingers crossed for a win today, and I ain't bleeding holding me breath. Colour me stupid, but I've gone for Vert's first goal. Interesting one. I don't know if I've ever put on a first goal scorer bet. Don't think I ever have. I don't usually like putting on bets that can lose that quickly. Um, but I'd like to see an Isak goal today. I'd like to see a Verts goal today. And I'd like to see, if potentially, a clean sheet. But even though I've said 2-1, I'd still like a clean sheet. Bon Jovi in the chat. Queen or Guns N' Roses for El Stew. Foo Fighters for Carl. Haley Nirvana. Carl said watching Bon Jovi live next year. Nice. Marilyn, excuse me, said, hey Craig, Canada tuning in. Love the channel. Makes me feel part of the family. How's your shoulder? Have you tried acupuncture? It helped me. So, appreciate you. Thank you. We were looking at Canada the other day. We were sitting down trying to figure out a family holiday for June, and we were flirting with going to a few different parts of Canada. So you may see me over there in the summertime. Acupuncture, no. I've been getting physical therapy and taking a load of painkillers and anti-inflammatories. I have another doctor's appointment on Tuesday, so hopefully I can get some relief there, because it's kind of gotten to a stage now where it's not getting better, but it's a lot better than it was, if that makes any sense. It doesn't feel like it's fully healing, but it's bearable at the minute, it's bearable. I can get some sleep. Country music, check Colorado Kool-Aid by Johnny Paycheck. You can thank me later for the laughs. I'll give it a look later, Jack. I'll give it a look, my man. Appreciate the, if it makes me smile, I'll take that. Craig, personal question. Are they trying to say you're building a business out your back? No, it's nothing like that. It's nothing to do with permits. It's nothing to do with planning permission. It's just to do with simply getting permission from them to build a shed in the garden. And it wouldn't have mattered whether that shed was 10 foot or 20 foot. It's that. But at this point, I don't think there's any other way around it other than giving us permission belatedly. And like, I sent an apologetic email explaining the mistake on our side and pointing out that there are multiple other ones around. And I'm the only one that seems to be getting held to account on it. But yeah, like I said, it is what it is. It's up to me now to work with them to find a solution rather than, just getting angry about it. I've got to be proactive and find a solution. What's annoyed me is the person that dobbed me in. That's the part that's annoyed me, to be honest with you. I can understand the gentleman from the council doing his job, but not the other little rat. That's wound me up. Just joined in. Guest slot knows if he doesn't win today, he's out. No Salah. Gomez at right back gives him, at least I tried something, different excuse. Yeah, that's fair. Gives him, and look, to be fair, apart from even the excuse, at least he is trying something different, right? AJ Burpee said, I have a first date tonight. Any advice? Yes, simple. Two things. And I'm big on these two things, mate. Be a gentleman. I know it's old fashioned. I know it is. Open doors, open car doors. Pull out the lady's seat or the fella's seat. I don't know whether you're going out with a male, female, but either way, it doesn't matter. Same applies. And make them laugh. Be yourself and make them laugh. Don't try to put on anything you aren't. Make the lady or the gentleman feel at ease straight away. As soon as you can. Straight in there with a laugh. Let them know from the outset that they're in for a relaxed evening, that they're in for a fun evening. And that you're not a monster, or you're not it's not going to be a long drawn out one for them. Straight in with something like, don't worry, your mate won't need to text you or anything like that to find a way out. You're going to enjoy yourself. Yeah, something like that. It's been a long time though, dude. It's been a long time. I'm now 25 years from Halloween night. I'm 25 years with my missus. Brian said, "Hey Craig, hope you and your family are good. Players must turn up today. 4-1 to Liverpool. Blessed all Liverpool fans. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'll take that. A 4-1 would be great." So I have this little thing that I do with my wife where I never let her walk on the outside of a path. I always make her walk on the inside because she's tiny, and if she falls off the curb, that's like falling off a cliff for her, for TLH, which is my nickname for my wife, tiny little human. Yeah. So that's what that's all I've got for you, dude. That's I've emptied the tank there. Elmir said, if a guy opens a car door, it's one of two things. It's either a new girl or a new car. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. Neck pain, Craig. Had it for years. Start with an imbalance in your lower back. Start with stretching. It's not neck pain, no. No, I had an impact injury. When we landed in Lanzarote Airport, got the car keys and went to the bathroom because I need to go to the toilet. And I was walking back out the bathroom door and I slipped on the wet floor and put my hand out to break my fall. And in between my knuckles hit the door frame and I immediately got a bruise here on my hand. But then about 24 hours later, I woke up and I had a pain right up my elbow, into my shoulder, back of my neck. And I was in the hospital in Lanzarote, a clinic in Lanzarote. It's been 6 weeks now, and the pain still hasn't fully gone away. But yeah, it was an impact injury. I don't understand the obsession with Gakpo and not playing Chiesa, with Gomez playing back a bit more. I think Kirkes will have a great match. Good, we need some positive from Kirkes, dude. We need some positive. He hasn't really had the impact we would have hoped since he signed. But look, he obviously trusts Gakpo, and ultimately, like I've said many times, these decisions will either work for the manager or they'll cost him his job. Would you take a win over a good performance? Of course. 100%. A win, I'd take the scrappiest, shittiest win ever if it was a win. Is your lineup correct? Are we playing a 4-2-3-1? Don't know the formation. Don't know. Please don't take my formation as gospel. Don't know exactly what way we're lining up. But we'll figure it out when the game starts. If people act to be somebody other than who they are on the date, you're only fooling yourself. I'm like that on here. I often watch people and they go, "Oh, this lad's an actor," or whatever. No, you can't have an act for 8 years and not let your mask slip. So that's why I've always said on here, just be yourself, and I'm always myself. Because if you're anything else, the truth will catch up with you eventually. Carl said a friend of his slipped on a wet floor sign by stepping over it. The irony is, though, Carl, the first bathroom I went to use afterwards, after I picked up the car keys, there was somebody in cleaning the floors. So I had to go up to the other bathroom, and the irony is that floor was wet. And that's where I slipped and hurt my hand, and then my shoulder, and my elbow, and my neck. Why is it 2:05? Probably just to make sure that the 12 o'clock game ended, I would say, is the answer for that one, for TV purposes. Craig, did you see feature on 442 for the new Liverpool manager? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I messaged Dean to say thanks, the guy that runs 442. Yeah, it's always lovely. I love 442, and to be on there just makes you feel. I feel very special. I feel so cool, to be honest. I think I've been on 3 or 4 of them now, but yeah, it was cool. My son isn't hugely into football, but does love 442. So yeah, seeing me on there kind of makes him go, oh, which is cool. As a dad, that's one of the coolest things for your kids to look up to it and go, whoa, that's cool. Is Gakpo Slot's love child? No, that's me. Duh. Come on now. Although, I don't know how old Slot is, 46, so we would have had to have me at 2. Canada and Kirkes will be good today. I feel Kirkes was good always, but now will be surprising, said Roberts. If you can, folks, do hit that like button for me. We only need 116 to go to get to 1,000 before kickoff. Lee, Kirkes' last game to play well. Robbo should start for me. Tip for the first day, don't go. Come on, the Reds. No, somebody's had a bad experience somewhere. On the Kirkes thing, mate, I was saying earlier on, there's a piece from Sam Wallace of the Telegraph that said the chief complaint from within the squad seems to be that Andy Robertson has lost his place to Kirkes, who hasn't yet demonstrated that he's an adequate replacement. Notice you didn't say head when you listed what got hurt. You slipped. Then again, no sense, no feeling. Huh? My head didn't hurt. Or hasn't hurt. Still can't feel fully 2 fingers. Kind of still got pins and needles in 2 fingers. But it is what it is. Like I said, the pain I was in over there, I couldn't even sleep, couldn't lie down, couldn't sit down. I was in tears at some points out of frustration. I was so tired. So I'll take what I feel now over that any day of the week, to be fair. You know, it's like 20% of what it was. Big chilly. Thank you, man. That's so generous of you. Really appreciate you. Said a couple of cricket seasons ago, thought I was going to spew, so went into the toilet and locked the cubicle door. Had a half spew, more of a burp, and some random called out. Didn't know we're in Africa. Sounds like a lion in there. Yeah, one of the funniest things I remember from playing football was one of the lads, our centre back, got one straight in the crown jewels. And as soon as he got hit in the crown jewels, he didn't even go to the ground. He ran straight off the pitch, straight over to the bushes to have a look to make sure it was all right. Honestly, smack into the balls, on the floor, straight back up. Didn't even talk to the ref, look for a free kick, nothing. Straight on. Yeah, straight on to check that it was all right. Mark Killy, what's this snakes all over the place nonsense that you're writing? Just have a timeout. Have a timeout, mate, because I don't know what that's about. They say never go back is the same with Klopp. Look, in theory, yeah, I get it. I'd always have been somebody who says don't go back, but look, Klopp isn't going to be coming back. That's one thing that's been coming through pretty much from a lot of pieces I've been reading. Sam Wallace, again on Klopp, said Liverpool going back to Klopp, it feels like the kind of move clubs like them no longer make. Sentimental and also a bit desperate. They go on to say FSG President Mike Gordon, Michael Edwards, Julian Ward, and the rest will certainly not want to go back to Klopp. ESG Soccer, must win and Salah on the bench to the future. Exactly. Both of those things are true. We got to look to the future. But the guys also have to take their opportunities, right, when they get a chance. And today some players have been given a chance. Isak has to step up. Wirtz has to step up. So no more room for excuses. Time to start delivering. Gakko acts like he's a problem with Kirkes. He has a problem with Kirkes. I don't know, Dave. Honestly, maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. I don't know if there's anything. I've not heard of anything. I can say that one to you. But I mentioned a moment ago, the dressing room, according to Sam Wallace, do feel like Robbo should be starting on the left there ahead of Kirkes. Do you know anything about Wirtz leaving? No, it's nonsense. Didi Hamann came out with some madness saying that, you know, if he doesn't settle in, could Liverpool loan him by January? Look, when you spend that much money on a player, you make it work. You find a way to make it work. Because that is a huge amount for Liverpool to spend. 116 million, potentially. So no, he won't be going on loan. we'll figure a way it'll work. And it's also up to Wirtz to make sure it works. And he is, working hard, as we read out yesterday. Put on 2.5 kilograms of lean muscle to try and, become a bit more physically strong out there. And I think he'll get there. King Dowd said, I was asking this team, Gakpo out, Ekitike in, watch me goal and assist Wirtz, goal for Isak. Look, I want to win, dude. King Dowd. All I want is a win. I don't really mind who scores. Just want to win. And hopefully a good performance. And then we can enjoy match of the day, Sunday night, and we can enjoy the nightlight agenda later. Aylor said, so Salah is on the bench, but Canada and Gakpo on. Yeah. I think it's probably... Canada is probably lucky that we don't have any right-back options. If Bradley or Frimpong were fit, I dare say Gomez would probably be inside alongside Virgil, and Canada would be on the bench. But I think he probably benefits from the fact that the lads are injured. Yeah. Right, so let me run through the two teams for you again, just in case you haven't seen them. We've about 8 minutes to go to kick off. If you can, please do hit that like button. Drop a sub on the stream as well if you haven't subscribed. West Ham team. Alfonso Areola in goal. Then it's Wan-Bissaka, Mavropanos, Todibo and Malik Diouf making up the back five. Magassa and Potts in midfield. Bowen, Fernandez and Paqueta in behind Callum Wilson. That's the West Ham starting 11. For Liverpool, Alisson in goal. Gomez right back. Kirkes left back. Van Dijk and Canada are centre backs. Gravenberch, McAllister and Soboslai, and then Wirtz, Gakpo and Isak. Exactly how we line up, we're not sure yet. We'll figure out the formation when we get underway. Let me go through the benches in a second. Until then, let me get some of these up. Dave, how are we? 56 months, dude. One of the longest membership streaks we have. Thank you. The shop, Tiger, trying to banter you. Broccoli Christmas decorations. Yeah, well, I don't think we have one of those shops over here. At least I haven't seen one anyway. But look, broccoli Christmas decorations. I hope everyone's boycotting that. Can't be having broccoli Christmas decorations. That should be boycotted. I want placards and signs outside that shop. I demand a march to protest those broccoli Christmas decorations. How bloody dare they? How dare they ruin Christmas with broccoli? Frank, how are we, dude? Good day to you, sir. Did the Liverpool Academy really lose 7-0 to United? Get well soon, Craig. Big shout out from South Africa. I've no idea, bro. I've no idea. Yesterday I switched off. I wasn't really paying attention at all. And today I rolled out of bed straight onto here, so I really don't know. Don't you like broccoli? God no, Leo. Broccoli is the devil's food. Look, what's appealing about broccoli? It's soggy. It's got all these little stick in your throat bits. It's just evil. It's just fucking evil. Of all the vegetables, it's the vegetabliest vegetable. It's just horrible, wet, soggy, green. Nope. Big game for us today. Good luck to you guys, said CFC Future. Yeah, it's a huge game for you guys later on. I'm intrigued by it. I really am. I'm intrigued to see what way that game goes, because if you play like you did against Barca, if you play like you did against Paris Saint-Germain in the Club World Cup, you could be a big problem for them today, because that Chelsea is legit. Broccoli is good for you. Yeah, I find that not eating broccoli is good for me. Just to be honest with you. Right, let's go through the bench. So we'll start with the home side. Hermansen, Walker-Peters, Kilman, Julio, Fulkrug, Guilherme, Rodriguez, Souček and Irving. That is the West Ham bench. Liverpool bench is Endo, Salah, Chiesa, Jones, Ekitike, Mamadashvili, Robbo, Nioni and Ngamoa. I don't eat vegetables full stop, lads. Full stop. Like maybe a carrot at a push. Baked beans is the closest you're getting to vegetables for me. It was 7-0. That's shocking. That's shocking. How do you lose 7-0? Like, fuck me. That's embarrassing. Aylor, thank you, mate. Appreciate you. What's with Stefan? Saw highlights the other day. He didn't have a pre-season, Jeremy, and he's been playing catch-up and still not there, unfortunately. It's frustrating because I really do rate Stefan Bajcetic, but unfortunately, mate, he'd no pre-season because of that. I think he had an operation at the end of last season, and he's just been playing catch up the whole time, so not really seen anything of him this season. Lee, how are we? Bowl of broccoli or iron a slot in? I'm not eating a bowl of broccoli for anyone, dude, so yeah, because I just ended up vomiting it back into the bowl. You see me trying to eat one piece before. That made me gag. Imagine me trying to eat a bowl of it. I genuinely end up just puking into the bowl, and I'm not trying to exaggerate. It causes a gag reflex when I eat it. Brian Smith said, I know I'm late, but I'm thankful Arnott has finally shown some spine. I think we're all happy that he's made some changes, mate, but we also just want the result to match and the performance to match the boldness of the changes, right? Cool. Everything's ready. Clock's ready. Good to go. Lieutenant Clips, how are we, bro? Welcome in. Nice to see you, and thank you for the kind words. I'd rather lose 7-0 under 18s than 7-0 in the Prem. Either one are unacceptable. Losing 7-0 to United in any incarnation is unacceptable. Why can't Gakpo play on the right-footed, go to the byline, put in some nice crosses? Honestly, I don't know where he's lining up today yet. We're going to have to wait and see on that one. Don't take our icon or our lineup as gospel. The players, yes, but the positions we're not 100% sure on yet. Craig, do you want to tell Connor in the background to change Aaron Wan-Bissaka's nationality to Congo? Yeah, Connor changed his nationality to Congo. I mean, I don't really care too much personally, but, I guess it's right to be right. West Ham obviously now just observing a minute's silence for their club legend, Mr. Bonds, who passed away. Broccoli with ketchup. Yes, love you, dude. I'm not wasting ketchup on broccoli. Ketchup's too nice, mate, to be wasting on broccoli. But I like your thinking. You're definitely on my track of thinking there. Right. Clap if you love broccoli. Well played, Fred. Well played, sir. Well played. Cal, I'm good, thank you, mate. I'm good. Appreciate you. Jared Bowen just laid a Bonds 4 shirt down, I think, in front of the Bond stand. Right. Let's get cracking. We are moments away from the Reds getting back into action. Sit back, try to relax, and I'll do my best to take you through the game. Liverpool in their away strip of white, cream, whichever colour you want to call it. West Ham in their home strip. And we're underway. We are underway. Ball goes back to Virgil, who launches it long out right-hand side. Flicked on by Isak, and it goes straight through to Alphonse Areola. Lee said, I'm going to need Isak to score a hat-trick, or with sugar and broccoli with pineapples. Has Isak even had a decent game in a Liverpool shirt? Can't remember, mate. Can't remember, to be honest with you. That's how sparse it's been this season with him playing. I'm all in on the pineapple, Lee. Sign me up for the pineapple. You can eat the broccoli, I'll eat the pineapple. That way, dream team, bro. Dream team. Fell there. Oh, fell straight away on Ryan Gravenberch. He had his foot trodden on. Gomez now in possession in the right back position. Right, we're trying to figure out this formation. It looks like it's Soboslai that's pulling out wide right. Wirtz is in the inside channel. Isak loses possession. West Ham look to bring it away. They move it into the right channel now to Jared Bowen. Cuts infield. Slips one in to Wilson. West Ham put a cross to the back post. It's overhit and it goes out for a goal kick. Right, let's see if we can figure out this formation. Arne Slot, by the way, on Gomez starting said, first of all, we've conceded far too many goals recently, but that's not because of the right back position. Today, I felt with Gomez, he can play centre back and full back, normally strong in the air, defending set pieces. Hopefully, attacking wise, he can help us out, be great in set pieces as well. After we conceded 10 goals, I've decided to play 4 real defenders. Kirkes definitely feels like now Gomez is quite high up the pitch. So look where Gomez is now. His starting position is pretty much already inside the West Ham half. Wirtz is looking like he's been given license to roam because he's dropping a little bit deeper now. Kirkes, the Gakpo on this left side overruns the ball and it goes out for a goal kick. What's your 5 kilometre time? It's cute that you think I've ever ran 5 kilometres in time myself. Do I look like the type of fella who's running 5 kilometres feeling and timing himself? I could do it quite quickly in a car. Probably in about 2 minutes, maybe less. I mean, if the ice cream man's 5 kilometres away, lightning quick, dude. Lightning quick. Right, we're 3 minutes in. We'll sync up at 3:30 for everyone. Yes, Ekatike is on the bench because we think he might be still carrying that back knock. Right, we're coming up now to the 3:30 mark. It's 3 minutes and 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Wirtz now cuts inside, slips it to Gakpo, who dummies it to Isak, who takes his point, settling in. He's taking his point early. Isak skies it, edge of the box, on his right foot. He's leaning back, and the goal could have been stacked on top of the goal, and it still would have been over. CPG KTU said, Craig, hope the family are well. Some things are bigger than football, and I hope they're doing well. Thank you, man. Family are okay. Family are okay. Daughter's in work. She'll be finished soon. And then the wife will be off to the gym. Lucas is upstairs on the PlayStation, and I'm all good. Thank you. I'm here with you guys. What more could I want? Wirtz. Come on, boys. Presses. West Ham go backwards. Come on, boys. Throw into Liverpool in the left back position. Do I think Salah saved himself for the AFCON? No, I don't. Because even if you can't just half-arse it and then switch it back on again, like I've said. So no, I don't. I just think he's in a bad run of form, unfortunately. I don't think it's in any way intentional. West Ham knocking the ball around the back. No real press yet. Now the press comes from Maka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. West Ham switch it from right to left. Gomez watches it though and heads it straight down to a West Ham player. Dom wins the second ball though. Well done, Dom. Canade. He tries pinging one towards Isak. It's dealt with by the West Ham defender. Come on, Isak, press him. Ball over the top. Canada. Yes, that's what you should have done, mate. That's what you should have done before instead of putting it out for corners. But well done. If Mohamed Salah and Gakpo didn't always want to shoot or dribble the whole match, Isak and Hugo would shine more. Check out Hugo's goal. Not one assist from our wingers. I don't disagree with your sentiment, mate. I think most people probably agree with what you've said there. West Ham throw in. Canade comes defence. Excuse me, Gravenberch comes defence. Puts it behind. Corner West Ham. Oh no. Come on, boys. Please. Please defend it. Come on. Please defend it. Come on. Virgil. Why are we deleting comments from people that said Isak will score 2 goals? Lads, can we calm down on deleting so many comments just because you don't like them? Corner in, headed away by Gravenberch. I'm seeing things being deleted that shouldn't be deleted. Just because somebody says something we don't like, it's not abusive. Let it go. Fair enough, it was spamming, but I mean, just for the minute, just lay up a little bit. Let people have their say. If they're spamming a bit, let's just tone it down a little bit. You're doing what I've asked you to do, and I appreciate that. But ultimately, during a game, I think let the comments flow. If they, if it's really bad spamming, fair enough. But when we say spamming, we mean like somebody puts in 5 comments in a row, that kind of stuff. Right, Maka into Gravenberch. Out to Canade. Did I watch the Copa Libertadores finals? I didn't. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it on any of my channels. I tried to find it. I see Flamenco won by 1-0. But I did try to find it. Maybe it was on one of the BBC 3s or 4s or something, was it? But yeah, I couldn't see it on my Sky list of channels. On the sports ones anyway, sorry. But well done to Flamenco. Congratulations to them. West Ham go long with their clearance. It was on the BBC, just my luck. I checked the sports channels, never thought of checking the BBC ones. Why is he playing Gakpo on the right? He's not. He's on the left. If you're going from air setup, don't work off air setup. That was done before we knew the formation exactly. It does feel like this is more of a 4-2-3-1 for me, but it's almost like Wirtz to me is operating just behind Isak. West Ham now moving to the right channel to Wan-Bissaka, and they have a bit of space now to attack. Wan-Bissaka around the outside, crossed in deep. Ali gets a punch on it, excuse me, as he's pushed as well. West Ham still in possession. Strike from distance, it's blocked. West Ham get it back though. Ali's down after that knock. Let's have a look. The cross came in from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Alisson comes out, gets a punch on it and collides with Joe Gomez. Kind of caught one in the rib cage there. Let's have a look. Again, Aaron Wan-Bissaka gets his cross in. Ali comes out. Yeah, it's straight into the lower rib cage. Do I like Boca Juniors? Yes, especially their kits. Love Boca Juniors. I'm a sucker for, old-fashioned stuff like Boca Juniors and the River Plate shirts, those old-fashioned white ones with the red diagonal stripes. Boca's blue and yellow, 100%. Love the kits especially. Right, so Slot's giving a bit of instruction to Cody Gakpo here as Alisson gets some treatment. I mean, fair play for swallowing. I mean, top marks for that. I really don't understand Slot. You put Wirtz as a winger, then you have Chiesa, but Wirtz playing in the middle. He's playing behind the striker, which would be his preferred position, to be fair, as a 10. Carla said, happy 5 months. Happy weekend, United win. Thank you, Carla, for being with us. And thank you for your 5 months as well. And I hope you're having a good weekend. Right, we're back underway, folks. West Ham in possession inside their own half. So this is either more of a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-3-1. I still can't quite figure out which one it is. Maka now. Into the channel to Isak, whose touch just gives it straight to West Ham. Alex, that's not good enough, bro. It's basic fucking things. The first touch. West Ham played through that press so easily because it's half-arsed. Now, West Ham in our half. Cross comes in. Canade flicks it away. Kirkes finishes the clearance. WTF, man. Play the kids. All these geezers are done to ESG soccer. Keen appreciation. Super chat after Friday stream. Thank you, Rafe. Shane, how are we, Shane? You've helped me through the past 2 months. I'm in the hospital as a 19-year-old man, not able to deal with our country right now. You've saved my life along with others. Same lad from Arklow the other day. Shane, mate, I'm so sorry to hear things haven't been well for you. Whatever little thing I've done, mate, to help out, it's my absolute pleasure. But most importantly, Shane, I hope that you are back to yourself soon, bro. Man, that's so sweet of you. I can't. Thank you, Shane. And like I said, man, I hope things are okay with you. Only down the road for me as well. But man, whatever we've done, thank you for your kindness. I get where you're going about the country. I don't think we're the only country that's suffering at the minute. But yeah, man, it's not great. I get it. It isn't. I'm not exactly full of the joys of spring myself lately. But man, thank you. Maka now in possession. Kirkes plays the ball into Wirtz. Come on, Flo. Cross in. Oh, it was a good ball. Wirtz does well. Picks up the ball edge of the box. Drives into the left-hand side of the West Ham penalty area. Tries to roll it across to Isak. But he timed his run to try and go in between the two West Ham defenders. But left himself with a little bit too much to do. But it is a Liverpool corner. on the far side of the pitch. And again, Shane, for this, man, that's touched me, mate. It really has. Thank you. Corner in. Virgil header. Can't keep it down. It goes over the bar. 16 minutes on the clock. Still scoreless at West Ham. Right, goal kick taken by Areola. Well done, Cody Gakpo. Good defending. Well done. Plays it into Wirtz now. Back into Cody Gakpo. Tries to slide it into Isak, but it's defended by West Ham. Well done, Joe. Come on, the boys. Liverpool have it back. Gomez to Virgil. To McAllister. Gravenberch. Lovely ball slipped into Gakpo. Tries to cut inside and he's dispossessed. Again, appreciate you, Shano. Thank you, mate. West Ham now on the counter with Wilson. Strike, deflection, and it goes behind for a West Ham corner. Good defending by Canade to get the block in. It's played into the left channel to Wilson. Canade makes sure to track back, stands him up, and then gets the block in. Well done, Ibu. That's what we want. Defenders getting the blocks in like that. Making sure that there's no simple tap-ins at the far post. Right, here comes the signal from West Ham for the corner. Ball in. Oh, that wasn't... Yeah, I mean, if Mavropanos had got his head on that could have been trouble because he found some space, got away from Gomez, but I think Gomez and Gravenberch did just enough there to put him off. Zorak, top tier human. Thank you, man. So kind of you. Thank you. Allison now. Carries the ball out a bit, passes it to Virgil. So sorry. Didn't mean and any stuff to me. Me and you are fighting Frenchies. So sorry, didn't mean or any sorry stuff to me. Me and you pointing. I don't really drink, mate, to be honest with you. We can have a coffee at some point, Shane, if you'd like. But yeah, I'm not a drinker really, bro. I can't even tell you, man, the last time I was down in Arklow, even though it's only down the road. My missus and my daughter are there quite a bit, but yeah, I don't go outside much, to be honest. That's how boring I am. Well done, Virgil. Ball breaks into midfield. Second ball headed back by West Ham. Bounces over. Canade. Virgil wins the second ball. Wilson's offside, though. Free kick to Liverpool. Chad said, I like the energy on the pitch so far today. It's been better, Chad. It's been better. Virgil playing with a smile is better the other day as well, man, where he was... He just looked very frustrated right from the off. Billow Jr. said 20 minutes without conceding. Yep, we'll take any small win, dude. Any small win we can get. Thoughts on the match so far? Also, I can't wait for Joshua and Jake Paul fight. It'll be my first boxing match. Hopefully we score. Well, George, 27 months, bro. Thank you as always. We've been okay. We've been okay. We still look vulnerable at the back, George, you know, on their counter attacks, but we're on the attack here now. Cross in deep. Gakpo. Oh, that should have been Isak's first goal for the club, but Areola makes a good star jump save to block him. Yeah, we're looking a bit sharper, George, a bit sharper. Thank you, Sam, as well. Appreciate you, mate. Good work down the right-hand side here. Gomez stands one up to the far post. Gakpo heads it back across. It then falls to Isak. His first touch sends a high, and then he's kind of struggling to get a connection. Eventually does, but it gave Areola time to get a block in. Virgil now. Canade. Back out to Gomez. Almost quarter of the way through it. Cross in. Headed away by West Ham. Wirtz. Kirkes. Back to Wirtz. Ryan Gravenberch. He goes out wide right to Gomez, who's very advanced here. And turns himself inside out and then confuses himself and loses the ball. But thankfully, West Ham just lump it upfield and it'll be coming straight back at them. Oh, no, it won't. It's a free kick. Late challenge on Juff and Joe Gomez. The fucker just rolled back onto the pitch. Juff was off the pitch, stood up, rolled back onto the pitch and falls down again. This stuff makes me laugh. Look at this. He's injured 2 yards off the pitch. Finds a way to stand up and hobble back onto the pitch to fall down again to make sure it stopped. The more I see that chance from Isak, it should have been 1-0. Should have been 1-0. Right, folks, we nearly have 7,000 people live in the chat. If you can, please do hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate your support. Gravenberch turns past his first man, rolls it into Kirkes. Kirkes comes into the West Ham half, switches it across to Joe Gomez, far side of the pitch, but telegraphs it, and it's intercepted by West Ham on the counter. Canade does well, uses his strength and wins the ball back. Well done, Ibu. Yes, Kirkes needs to be careful. If you're going to switch the ball like that, make sure you put enough pace on it because that could have easily been trouble for us. Wirtz. Canade. Into Gravenberch. He drives. That's a free kick, referee. No? No? Did he get the ball? Must have got the ball. Ref says play on. And then gives West Ham a free kick. Didn't get near the ball. That should have been a free kick every day of the week. Didn't touch the ball. Gravenberch gets there. Referee's had a shocker again. That should have been a free kick to Liverpool right in the edge of the box. But the referee's blind. The linesman's blind. He's given this no. He's an arsehole. You're another fucking omadon of a referee. Can't do his job. Doesn't get the ball. I thought at first he got the ball. See the replay. Doesn't get the ball. Didn't touch it. More nonsensical refereeing. What's the linesman doing, by the way? What's the linesman doing? Standing right across from it. Oh, fuck's sake. Wirtz has given it away now in our penalty area. It's cleared by Kirkes. Lads, wake up. Little 1-2 now. Frees up a bit of space in the right for Szoboszlai. He tries to fire it into Isak, but West Ham defend it. It's back now at Ryan Gravenberch. He skips in field. Wirtz tries to roll one in to Gakpo, but it's defended by West Ham. Come on, boys. Gravenberch. McAllister. Out to Soboslai. Come on, boys. Good football. Gomez now. Right ball. Nope. Do you know what has disappointed me with Isak? The movements he's making. When Isak's taking up positions, he's not getting in front of defenders. He stepped back there instead of forward. He should have gone around the front of the defenders, but he steps back and then Gomez cut back is blocked and cut out. Isak should have been running towards the near post, not away from it. And that's the second time he's done that. Here he is now. Isak cuts inside, puts it behind Gakpo, who then fouls West Ham player. That's Keystone Cop shit. "27 minutes on the clock, still scoreless." By the way, I'm going to say this now, so I don't have to battle with people later. Wirtz is having a good game, and I hope people agree, because he's taking up great positions, he's finding lovely little passes, and he's moving the ball very, very well. There he is again. Look at that. Lovely, lovely, simple stuff. That's what it's all about with Wirtz. Lovely. Gakpo now. Out to Kirkes. Ball pulled back. Doesn't find his man. Come on, boys. That's what Wirtz is about. Those little round the corner balls. Keeping it moving. Finding space between the lines. Progressing. Kirkes. Wirtz. Late challenge on him. Ref eventually blows the whistle. Was looking to play an advantage, but blew the whistle. Look better without Salah, to be fair, said Ling Guang. Finley said, "How are you, Craig? Loving Wirtz today." I'm good, man. I'm good. And yeah, agree on Wirtz. I think he's looking very bright. His touch maps. Look at that touch map already. He's been everywhere. This is the Florian Wirtz that I've been waiting for. He's everywhere. Taking up little pockets of space, making himself available all the time. Keeping the ball moving. This is better. Right, free kick to Liverpool. Soboslai over it. West Ham holding the defensive line on the edge of their 18-yard box. Ball in. First ball's headed away. Second ball's up in the air. I don't know why Wirtz let that one bounce, but it's won back by McAllister. His strike's deflected straight into the arms of Areola. Come on, boys. Better. Ball down the channel. Virgil steps across to get there. Ahead of Callum Wilson. Joe Gomez, who, by the way, has started this game very well, Joe. Alexis McAllister now. Maka out to Soboslai. His ball down the line was looking for Wirtz. Goes out off West Ham defender. Liverpool throw in far side of the pitch. Liverpool have had 84% of the ball over the last 10 minutes, according to a Sky stat here. 84% of the football. Got to do something with it, though. Unlucky, Joe. Unlucky. Look, this has been a better performance so far, but we've said this previously. Performance is looking good, all very well and good, but we got to put the ball in the net, we got to take the lead, and we got to make this possession and territory count. Aaron Wan-Bissaka now, West Ham on the attack down our left-hand side. Tries to pull the ball back. It ricochets back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka though. Paqueta goes to ground. Ref says play on. Wirtz takes a heavy touch, but Maka then steps in to win it back. Szoboszlai. Back to Florian Wirtz. Chests the ball inside. Goes past Paqueta. Lovely ball out. Gakpo fucks it up. Gakpo gets a good first touch there. He's through on goal with a shot. But he takes a heavy touch and allows the West Ham defender to get back at him and clear it. Then Canade fouls and it's a free kick to West Ham out wide left. It's a great ball from Wirtz again. This is the type of shit that we've been saying. He's been getting robbed of assists because others have been letting him down. That quite easily there could have been a goal. One decent touch from Gakpo and he gets a strike away. That's what we're talking about when we're saying Wirtz has been unlucky. In the house, said, hey Craig, glad to be watching this with everyone. Been a long time since we've been able to join in. Well, great to have you, and I hope life's treating you well. So if you want my synopsis of the game so far, I would say we have 9 good performances and Gakpo and Isak looking iffy. That's what I'd say to you so far. Gakpo and Isak, somewhat passengers. Everybody else, I think, playing quite well. West Ham trying to play the ball down our left side, overhit it, and it goes behind for a goal kick. That would be my feedback so far. Wirtz, star of the show. Midfield looking good. Defence, steady so far. Fullbacks both getting forward into good positions, but Gakpo and Isak just don't look sharp enough. Why can't Ekitike start on the left? I just think, mate, it might be that back injury. He might be still carrying a bit of a knock, or, you know, maybe feel like he can only get 25 or 30 out of him. That's all I can think of, dude. Elmir said, future is here. Build a team around Wirtz. Different man since Salah's spectating. Have I or have I not been saying this for a while, my good friend? Build a team around the future. Gakpo now. Cuts inside. Another fucking misplaced ball, Cody. Wake up. Gomez now. Ball in. Headed away. Come on, boys. Don't let them out. Don't let them out. Well done, Joe. Szoboszlai. Good football, boys. Gravenberch. Gomez. Then Gravenberch misread the situation and it goes behind for a goal kick. Wirtz has been a joy to watch up to now, said Chris Thorne. Chris, I absolutely agree with you, sir. Appreciate you for the very kind super chat as well, Chris. Thank you, mate. But I agree. It's been a pleasure watching him. Gakpo definitely not having a great game so far, and Isak still looks rusty. But other than that, I can't really complain with what we've seen so far. Wirtz has put a couple of beautiful crosses in, said Chad. He has. Good. I'm glad we're seeing this the same way anyway, which is nice and refreshing. John Dollery said Flo was finally bossing it. Honestly, he creates so much. We lack final touch finish every time. He backs this up by the data. I agree, mate. Absolutely agree. He's been, and even his heat map or his touch map, you can see he's been everywhere. Popping up all over the pitch. Bowen now. 2-on-2 here. Virgil sends him on the outside. Cuts back in, Bowen. Strike blocked. Well done. Well done, Maka. Took one in the crown jewels, though. Yeah, Maka definitely feels like he's feeling the effect of that one. Cross in from West Ham. Canade clears it away, with his right foot. Come on, boys. This is better. This is better. Come on. Matthew, Johnny said, love Cody, but he cannot play alongside Isak. The fit is terrible. Ekitike, Chiesa, Wirtz should be our left wing, however, whenever Isak starts. Again, I agree. If you're, like I've said, for me, up top, those two haven't been cutting it yet. Isak and Cody so far in the game. They're the only ones I would have any type of criticism about. Virgil. Right, folks. 7,500 people in the chat. If you haven't subbed, please do. As you can see, we're closing in towards 362,000. Verge. 9 minutes left in the first half plus stoppage time. Wirtz around the corner. Look at that again. Give and go. Beautiful football. Last ball. Just stopping ourselves again. Free kick West Ham. The movement from Wirtz is just a joy to watch. Honestly, the pockets of space he's picking up, the little 1-2s. Simple, but very, very effective. Right, Areola goes long with the free kick. Virgil. Foul by Callum Wilson. Feels like he took one to the face. Let's have a look at this. Yep, just a trailing arm. Caught Van Dijk, just the throat, really. James said, Wirtz running the show. Yep. Without a doubt, mate. Without a doubt. Needs to build a team around Canade and Wirtz. Definitely around Wirtz anyway, mate. I'll give you that one. Canade now in possession. Out right side. To Gomez. Back to Soboslai. Gomez. To Ibu. He rolls it across to Virgil. Looking for Gakpo. Rolls it back. Oh, should have been 1-0. Gakpo rolls it back to Wirtz. His shot is weak. He was under a challenge. Let's have a look. That should have been 1-0. Verge goes long. Gakpo times his run. Ball comes off Wan-Bissaka. Drops the Gakpo. He rolls it in. The Wirtz, and his shot was weak. Let's be honest. It was weak. Billy said slot in or out. Out at this moment in time, mate. Like I said, I'm going to need to see results, wins, consistently, not just a good 39 minutes, which we still haven't found a way through in. Des, Wirtz is class. Give him time to gel. United fan. Des, I agree, mate. You know, I've been defending Wirtz non-stop in recent weeks and months, but I agree with you. Look, it's a clear sign to me, Des, like you said, of a player that just needs to settle and get used to the physicality and the pace of the Premier League. You can see, as you said yourself, Des, you can see the class there. Right, we've got 5 minutes to go, plus stoppage time in the first half. Throw into Liverpool. Left side, inside the West Ham half. It's at the feet of Florian Wirtz now. Canade. Gravenberch. Back to Canade. Gomez. Canade loses the ball and then fouls the West Ham player. Free kick West Ham deep inside their own half. Blame Salah for Wirtz not scoring. Just say you want to ride Mohamed Salah and we can get on, mate. Fuck's sake, I'm sick of you fucking arseholes. You've even got Salah in your username, so make it clear with your Salah FC. Just fuck off, mate, honestly. I'm fucking fed up of it. I'm so fed up of this Salah nonsense. Salah's on the bench and we're looking better. Coincidence? No. But sure, you can still beat one out to his poster there. Crack on. Let me know if you need tissues. We'll send a box your way. Where in Ireland did I grow up? South Dublin, mate. South Dublin, Shankill. Lived there till I was about 19, 20. Then I lived in Blackrock for a little bit. Bray, Laois, and Wexford. But yeah, grew up in South Dublin, Shankill. Wirtz into the right channel to Joe. Lovely ball across, unlucky. Areola comes flying out and gets a hand on it. Otherwise, Isak would have had a tap in. Back to Maka now. Soboslai. Gomez tries a cross. Areola punches it. It'll be a Liverpool corner. Joe Gomez is having a damn good game on that right-hand side. He looks really sharp, really positive, and really quick. He's got a special Salah sock, yes. I'll agree with you on that one, Royston. They're all rubbish. You're rubbish. How was that not a goal kick, by the way? How the fuck did that end up as... Or how was that not a corner? How did that end up as a goal kick? Are you trying to say that ball was already out of play before he punched it? Katie said, who do you think we should sign in the window? Mark A, Schlotterbeck. Any centre-back of note would be good for me. Mark A be top of the list. I can understand the Semenyo links, but I think a centre-back is priority number one for me. Thank you. Oh, it was offside, was it? Salah is world class. Correction. Was. At the moment, we've got to say was. Be honest about it. He could. Hopefully he gets back to is. But at the moment, we have to say was. Isn't it weird, Craig? Both wingers track back and we look better defensively. Almost like we don't get that with Salah. Yeah, it's crazy, Brian, isn't it? But we've got energy to get up and down on the wings. We almost look a bit more solid, like you said. We can cut out counter-attacks quicker. Kirke's throw in, flicked on by Gakpo. It's back though at West Ham. Inside the final 30 seconds of normal time here at the end of the first half. Verge heads it forward. Bit of head tennis in the middle of the park. Maka has it now. Man on, man on. Grafenberch. Dave said Wirtz is having a great game. Better times ahead. How does Areola not start for France? Oh, he's shite, mate. Honestly, when I watch Alphonse Areola, he's terrible. He's full of mistakes. Rather have Dice than this Teletubby on the side. Fair enough, but from a fellow Teletubby, I'd say I'd rather have Arne Slot than Sean Dyche, mate. One minute added on by the ref. 1 minute. And West Ham will end the half with a corner. This one from Brad. Always thought Joe would be perfect fit as back in the day when he replaced Trent. We didn't have Bradley. Loving this half so far. Thank you, Brad. Love Salah, but balance of the team is better, said James Hart. I agree, James. And I agree. We all love Salah. But you're right, mate. The balance has looked better. Anyway, corner here right at the end of the first half. Defend this, boys. For the love of God, defend this. Gakpo better than Lucho? No, not at all. I don't know if you find anyone that'll think. And I'm Gakpo. I like Gakpo, but no, he's not better. Corner here from West Ham deep. And that'll be half time. Cleared by Liverpool. Ref blows up. End of the first half. It is still scoreless at the London City Stadium, or whatever the hell it's called. Right, what are we saying? Half time, ladies and gents. I mean, we haven't conceded. You know, if we're going to look for a positive, we haven't conceded, but we also haven't found the breakthrough yet, despite dominating most of that first half. You know, you do hope we can build on this in the second half and find the breakthrough. But ultimately, you know, better than we've seen in recent weeks. I'll take that. We need to... look, let's be honest about it. Gakpo should be replaced. If Ekitike can give us 45... I'd be taking Gakpo off and putting Ekitike on for the second half. Outside of that, Isak's looked a bit rusty, but still gotten some decent positions. A couple of his runs, I would question the timing and the direction of them. But yeah, better. Defensively, we look more solid. We look like we've got a bit more energy in the team. Wirtz is making us tick, though. Right, let's run through some of the numbers. Possession-wise, 38% for West Ham, 62% for the Reds. Total shots, 5 for Liverpool, 3 on target. 3 for West Ham, none on target. Corners, 3 to West Ham, 1 for us. Passing accuracy percentage, 86 for us, 75 for them. Liverpool have completed 259 passes to 154 for West Ham. So, how is it embarrassing? Great. I mean, it's not embarrassing, mate. Come on. It's not great, but it's better. Right, so quick halftime poll. Happy with the first half? Yes or no? Just to see how you're all feeling. People saying better without Salah. We're literally playing West Ham ball. We're way better without Salah. That can't even be a debate here, mate. Honestly, I'm not trying to be an arsehole or anything, but to look at this team now and say that it isn't better balanced, that there isn't better defensive work rate, I'm sorry, there just is. And I'm not saying one man's making the difference of him not being there, but we do look better. We do look better in that first half than we have done recently. And look, the opposition ain't great. I'll give you that, but yeah. I think we're being better, but we still haven't found the breakthrough. There's a great channel, pal, United fan, and we're lost. First good second half. Anyway, keep up the good work on the channel. Love the content. Salah needed to be dropped. Thank you, Des. Really appreciate that, mate. Look, I'm just hoping, mate, if we keep a clean sheet, I'm sure we find a way to grab a goal in this. So, fingers crossed. Keep the clean sheet. I think we win this. Slot has to go. How can West Ham look on our level? I don't think they've looked on our level. I think we've been watching different games. Our goalkeeper hasn't had to make a save. Not one. In the first 45, and they're the home team. I don't think they are looking like they're on our level. I think we've been a couple of misses and a few misplaced passes away from being pretty clear in this game, if I'm being really honest with you. If Isak scores that, we go 1-0 up. A couple of other bits of decent movement or decent final balls, and I think the game's away from West Ham. So, you know, I think this has looked better personally. Take Maka off, move Wirtz to midfield, and put Chiesa on the right wing. Gomez is doing good so far at right back. So James Smith. I agree on Gomez. I think he's had a very good first half. I think it's time to try someone different at left wing outside of Gakpo. I agree. At half time, I'd love to stick on Rio Engamoa or Hugo Ekitike, because if I am having a critique of the first half, it is Gakpo and Isak. They'd be the two that I would say need to be better. Simple as that. Very happy what I'm seeing from Wirtz. Very happy defensively. Ibu's looked solid enough as well. Gomez has put in a very good shift. So much energy up and down that right flank. But yeah, we've been let down at times between Gakpo and Isak. That's genuinely what I would say. You'll never walk alone. Red said Ekitike for Gakpo and we win. I agree, bro. Joker Gaming said Wirtz best on the pitch except for that bad shot. Yeah, it was weak. It was a weak strike, mate. I agree with you fully on that one. Gomez has been decent, said Pip in the Wise. Fitness is Gomez's biggest problem, said Suleiman. Agree with that, mate. Thought Gakpo was okay, said Pancakes. He's broken down a lot of attacks for me, and again, very, very one-dimensional. But I'm not saying he's stinking the gaff up, but I am saying him and Isak would be my two weak points if I had to pinpoint two in the first half. And the reason I'm unhappy with Isak is a lot of his runs I haven't liked. Instead of running towards the near post, he's trying to get to the back post. And then instead of trying to get in front of defenders, he's trying to get in between defenders. There's been a couple of times we have gotten to the byline, and just that movement from Isak didn't look sharp. The finish that Areola saved from, it was a stupid first touch that took the ball up into the air, which allowed the goalkeeper time to get out and smother him. If he had taken a better first touch, he'd have got that shot away a lot quicker. Flo was cooking. Love from San Francisco. Said Cam Jam Shidian. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you. Wirtz has been the difference maker, said Josh Mealing. He has, but we haven't found a breakthrough yet. We got to find that breakthrough. So let's see how people are saying so far. Yeah, so far people are more happy than unhappy, but do have a vote on it. We're asking you, are you happy with the first half, yes or no? Do you think we're actually playing much better, or do you think it's more a case that West Ham are playing poorly? It's a bit of both. West Ham aren't great. Let's be honest about that. They're all over the shop, and West Ham have been a happy hunting ground for us in years gone by. So yeah, I'm not trying to say everything is fixed. We can forget about worrying about the team, and ultimately we haven't found the breakthrough. But my gut feeling is if we keep a clean sheet in the second half, I do believe we'll find a way to grab a goal. So for me, keep a clean sheet. I think we win this game. But like I said, what I'd be very intrigued to see is what happens if we concede. If we concede, do they fall apart? Do they start looking at each other and getting aggro? Or do we see a determination to turn it around because, nothing other than 3 points is acceptable today? Yo, Mo Mama said, I've no idea the point of buying a Coutinho 2.0 on a team like that should be playing a continuation of Klopp football. Again, I disagree because I think he is justifying the role he's been given. He's popping up. Look at the touch map. He's been everywhere on that pitch, finding pockets of space, making the attack have a link or a fulcrum in midfield to link midfield and attack. I think he's been brilliant today. Rather have a mince pie on the left instead of Cody. I mean, I do love a mince pie. James said Big Joe looking good. Yeah, he's put in a very good shift. Matthew said happy compared to expectations. Still don't look quite there. Yeah, I think that's fair, Matthew. We're not amazing, but Areola is an excellent shot stopper, though. Unreal. I would disagree with you, mate. But look, it's all opinions. All good. I just want a happy and upbeat late night agenda. Yes, so do I. God, mate, so do I. It just confuses me how even if Slot drops Gakpo and Salah, he still refuses to start Chiesa in the Prem. That's what I don't like about him. Yeah, I can get that, mate. I can get that. Paddy Wacker said, no, they won't fall apart. In my opinion, no, Salah gives us a far better chance. Right, where am I on this one? Lewis said, we look better without Mo. No passengers. Verts. Wow. Yeah, he's been great, hasn't he? Really, really bright. Rio needs to be brought on now. Fully agree. Rio or Ekitike. Either one of those two to come on the left side, and I'm happy. That's the only change we'll be looking to make. Get Ekitike on left wing or get Rio and Gamoa on left wing. One or the other, and I think we'd have a great chance of finding a breakthrough. Craig, you need to remember that we lost 3-0 to Forest at Anfield, so I certainly think we're doing much better. Do you think I've forgotten that we've lost 3-0 to West Ham, mate? Or 3-0 to Forest and 4-1 to PSV Eindhoven? I promise you, I certainly haven't forgotten. And I've said we've been better defensively, we've looked more solid, and if we keep a clean sheet, I think we'll win. You know, I think that's been pretty fair. Apart from Mark, what centre backs be possible to join? Inacio, don't think you get Bastoni in January. Schlotterbeck could be a possibility. Ordonez could be a possibility from Bruges. That's off the top of my head. That's all I can think of at the minute. No, Mo, we look great, and the lads are trying to find Isak and Wirtz. They are, but Wirtz is all over the place in a good way. I mean, he's covering the whole pitch, finding lovely pockets of space. Isak still looks rusty, but he'll get there. And Gakpo, yeah, look, I'm not happy with what I'm seeing from Gakpo today again, if I'm being honest. And as I said, I'm certainly nobody who wants to hate on Gakpo, but I would say he would be one of the weak links. Halftime is when slot team talk starts the rot, I fear. Well, it used to be the time where he would find the small little adjustments that would give us the edge. So, I mean, let's see what the second half comes with. Gavin Glynn, thank you, bro, for the Keep It Up super sticker. Really appreciate you, my man. I can't bring up the super sticker, but I can bring up your name to say thank you, bro. Thank you. Gakpo's always crap when the rest play good. 60% happy. Gakpo and Isak have been awful again. Right, well, let's look at this poll. It's nearly at 5,000 votes, so if you haven't voted, we'll give it a few more seconds and then we'll call it. But we're asking you, were you happy with the first half, yes or no? Gakpo was creating both 100% chances if we score them, 2 assists. What chances? The Isak one, fair enough, yeah, I'll give you that one. I can't think of the second one. But I still just don't think he's been playing well. You know, too one-dimensional. Oof. Good save that from Emmy Martin. Sorry, just seen some highlights here of the Wolves game. Gakpo and Kirkes need to be removed. I don't think Kirkes has been too bad in this one, to be honest with you. I don't. Right, so 60% of the 5,000 people that voted are happy with the first half. 40% aren't. Let's hope second half we can move that needle and make us all happy. Craig, if we have 24-25 Salah, would you start him on the right wing over anybody currently? Last year, Salah, who's banging in goals every second, yeah. You know, last year, Salah, you put in every team, of course, because you know if a chance falls, he's taking it. For me, the first half was more about individual brilliance from Szoboszlai and Wirtz linking up. That's a good point. That's a really good point. Too many easy chances left on the table. Rio and Ekitike should be brought on, in my opinion. I agree with your point, actually. You know, it's worth having a chat about. there was some very good individual performances there. And maybe you're right. Maybe those individual performances are carrying the whole team's performance. But either way, I'm happy we're half-time and not conceded. That's a good start. We can see the game out, like I said. I would believe we'd find a way to get a breakthrough. Des said, kills me, but usual turn the corner. I was hoping Salah would not be dropped. Wirtz is a savage player. Slot still out. For me, yes, he is. I'm Slot out at this point because I don't think he's going to turn it. But if he does turn it, I'm happy to say he's done it. But, 0-0 at half-time against West Ham isn't having turned the corner. It's better than losing. But, we got to win this. We got to beat Sunderland. We got to beat Leeds. Then maybe we'll start talking about the manager having a bit more wiggle room. Can't understand why our best striker this season's on the bench. Probably the back injury, mate, would be my guess. I don't know for certain, but I can only assume that it was the back injury. That maybe he still feels something and he can't quite do the full 90. So, no changes. Second half. And we're underway. No changes for the Reds. And we're underway second half. Canade heads the ball forward. Ball breaks in midfield. Bit of a sliced clearance there. And Kirkes gets an arm in the face. Was it from Paqueta? I didn't really see who challenged them. Ball went up in the air from that sliced clearance. Kirkes gets a whack in the face for his troubles. Free kick Liverpool. Paro 6 said, great half we can build on. Let's get them 3 points. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your 11 months with us as well. Kevin said, let's not forget this is 17th place West Ham. I know, mate. I know. But we were beaten 3-0 by 19th place at the time. Nottingham Forest. But you're right. Like, as I said, this has been a happy hunting ground where we've scored 4s and 5s and, trounced them. So I'm certainly not thinking we've turned the corner fully. But, I'm grateful for small mercies at this point. Isak. Liverpool have a back now of Virgil. Lovely little turn there from Maka. Lovely football, Maka. Go on. Slips it in left channel. That's an awful ball to Gakpo. We did all the great work there, Maka, and then overhit the ball to Gakpo. But it is a Liverpool throw-in on the far side. Please talk about Ryan. He's been great. He's been okay, yeah. I mean, look, like I said, the only two I would have any concern over would be Gakpo and Isak. Everybody else, I think, has put in a good shift. That would include, of course, Ryan. Sad part about this season, Darwin might have scored more than the current team combined. Or he may not. He may not. He certainly would have had chances. I'll give you that one, but who knows? Look, let's not revise this and think that we weren't right to sell him. We absolutely were. It was the right decision. Right. I will sync up at 48 minutes for everybody. West Ham lump a ball forward, but it goes all the way through to Alisson. No trouble there. Now he passes it out to Virgil. Canade. Right, coming up now to 48. 48. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Selling Diaz was a mistake. You act like it was a conscious choice that we had many options on. Diaz wanted out. Let's not forget that. The club didn't just wake up one day and go, let's get rid of Diaz. Diaz wanted out for 18 months. It's been highlighted by many journalists over the past couple of weeks. So You know, the club had to get, I guess, what they thought was the best money they could for the player who's been looking for a move away for a while. So, no, it's not like just like Liverpool just wanted him out the door, but right, Virgil, come on, boys. Gravenberch. Well, you can say not offering him a higher contract was a mistake, and I'll absolutely grant you that one, but ultimately he wanted to go. Gakpo. Strike. How many strikes from our forwards sail 20 foot over the crossbar? Like, it's not hard to keep your knee over the top of the ball. The amount of times professional players shoot erratically from distance always surprises me. Best Liverpool channel. I'm off. Take care, pal. It's a funny old game. Thanks, Des. Have a good one, man. Enjoy your Sunday, bro. CJ. Do you think Verts can get an assist first? Also, it's my first time watching Liverpool live as I'm from Australia and enjoy your content. Thank you, man. Absolutely, you can get an assist. Probably should have had a goal, mate, in the first half. Had a bit of a tame shot that was easily saved by Areola. But look, I'm very happy with Verts today. But as you said, if you can cap it off with a goal or an assist, happy days. Mike as well. How are we, Mike? Come on, Liverpool. Hope you're well. I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. 23 months with us, bro. Appreciate that. I'm okay. I think I'm catching a bit of a head cold or a cold that's doing the house. The missus isn't that too well with it. Daughter's got a bit of a head cold, so I think it's my turn next. Right, Wirtz now. Slips the ball in to Milos Kerkez. His cross is cleared. Wirtz still down, feeling the effects of that challenge on the far side. Get up, Florian. Get up. West Ham on the attack now. Low cross in. Canade clears it. Paqueta. They move it out right side to Wan-Bissaka. Cross in. Behind everyone, Wilson leaves it. West Ham move it into the left channel now. Cross in again. Close to Ali. He comes and claims it easily. Well done, Ali. Rolls it to Ibu. To Virgil. To Canade. Many plans after the game. Just more work today, Lewis, mate. More work. Match reaction, player ratings video, late night agenda tonight. So yeah, busy day ahead, my man. But I love match days. Well, I used to love match days. It's not been great as of late. Bowen now for West Ham. Far side of the pitch. Cuts inside. Smothered out though by Liverpool players. And then we give the ball away in the middle of the park. West Ham now. Juff. Fernandez. Switch the cross to Wan-Bissaka. To Jarrod Bowen. Paqueta. He tries to thread the ball through, and they weren't on the same wavelength though. Rolls through to Alisson Becker. Thoughts on the United game? I didn't see it, mate. I seen they won 2-1. But yeah, I didn't see the actual match itself. Canade. Gravenberch. Maka. Wirtz. Soboslai. I don't know why he played that to Gravenberch when it was never on. Now West Ham have it. with Paqueta. Again, silly from us giving the ball away. Bowen goes round the outside, fires in a cross. Virgil gets the block in. It's a West Ham corner. And Virgil rightly turns around and barks at Szoboszlai because that was a stupid ball he tried to play to Gravenberch. Now West Ham corner, far side of the pitch. Rick said, I think you lot beat us today, but I'd take a draw against you, but good luck for the rest of the season. Same to you, my man. Appreciate your kind words. Look, I have no idea what way this game's going to go, dude. We don't look so convincing. You guys don't look too convincing either. Could be a 1-goal game, this, mate. But yeah, same with you, mate. Best of luck for the rest of the season. Very kind of you to pop in with such kind words. Thank you. Jonathan said, so proud of you doing so well with your channel. Oh, man, that's really kind of you. Very grateful. Look at this, over 8,000 people in again. So grateful for your support. If you haven't, please do hit that subscribe button. It really does make a difference. Paqueta now. 10 minutes into the second half. Still no breakthrough. I wonder at what point Slot does look to the bench. Wan-Bissaka. Fernandez. Back out to Bowen. Bowen comes in, strikes, blocks, West Ham corner. The real Johnny Sin said, Macca is really getting on my nerves now with these consistent abject performances. Sell him in the summer. He has Barca Madrid move on his mind. I mean, I don't think he's been that bad today, to be honest. But before, lately, I should say, yeah, I get it. I don't know, man. You just see him on a mad angry one today, Mr. Johnny Sins. But look, other people said to me about Macca as well in weeks gone by. But today I think he's been okay. Do you play any football video games? I don't really have the time, no. I don't. I'm not a gamer at all, really. My son, very different. He loves his gaming, but yeah, not really for me, mate. Don't really have the time. Might play a bit of Mario Kart on the Switch every now and again, but that's about it. Potts with a corner in. Well done, Canade. Heads it away at the near post. Fernandez now with the second ball for West Ham. Back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Again, well done, Canade on the defending. Gravenberch brushed off far too easily there. West Ham have the ball with Fernandez. Out towards Bowen. Again, Canada, just, yes, that's it. Do the simple thing, mate. Put it out. Well done. Jordan said, the wise choice is Chiesa to come on for Gakpo. He links up well with others and is selfish at the right tone. Gakpo will lose Slot his job, to be honest. I'd probably go with Engamoa, to be honest, for the pace. Engamoa or Ekitike. But look, I get you on Chiesa as well. Any of them would do me at this point. Prediction for the Arsenal game. 2-2. 2-2, I think. Oof. Paqueta tries a very optimistic strike from distance. Kind of bobbles up to him, knocks it over McAllister's head, and then tries to just loop it in, but drags it wide. My mindset is all wrong. I feel like we can't score every team we play. It feels like they can score at any moment. Confidence is low. I do get that. Every time we concede a set piece or a corner, mate, my heart's in my mouth. Ball over the top now. Wirtz rolls it across. Oh, lucky. Again, with two lads there, but Mavropanos gets the final touch and puts it out for Liverpool throw-in. Good work again, though, from Wirtz. I hate the slow approach that Slot has adopted. said Footy Banter. Yeah, it isn't very us, is it? Gomez going for the long throw in here. West Ham awful. We need to change up front. Love AA. Thank you, Tony. Gomez with the long throw in. Headed away. Back to Gomez though. Rolls it back to the edge of the box. De Vrij. Nice ball around the corner to Gakpo. Pull back. 1-0. 1-0. Alexander Isak. 1-0 Liverpool. Gets in. What's a finish. There we go. That'll do. Come on. Hopefully there is no offside or anything in this, but goal Isak as things stand. Throw in from Joe Gomez. It's headed away. Ball's pulled back out then to Wirtz. He cuts inside. Oh, there's no problems here, folks. Gakpo back to Isak. Isak right footed into the bottom corner. There'll be nothing wrong with this goal. This one stands. 1-0 Liverpool. Alexander Isak. Here we go. Boom. Lovely finish. Lovely finish. You love to see it. That's what you pay the big bucks for. That type of finish. Come on. On the hour mark, Liverpool take the lead in London. Alexander Isak off the mark in the Premier League. Liverpool 1-0 up. Right, boys, let's build on this now. Come on. I haven't seen this man in a while, have we? Mac is down now. I think he's taken one to the side of the face or the throat. Newland's happy, as you can see. He's loving it. Lovely finish this from Isak as well, by the way. He'd no time to do that, and he just guided it straight into the corner. Brian's gifted 50 memberships as well. Look at that. Boom. We love that, Brian. Thank you, mate. 50 gifted memberships. Excellent stuff, Brian. Thank you. And enjoy, everyone that gets one. Right now, let's build on this, gents. Let's build on this. Come on. Isak. What a start. What a start to his career. That's it now. His career starts today. Kanade. To Maka. Pings one out to Kirkes. Bit of space now on the left for Milos. Fires in across. It's blocked by Wan-Bissaka. Liverpool corner. Come on, the Reds. Come on. Let's go. Yes, my friends, you are not seeing things. Liverpool really are winning by a goal to nil. It's been a minute, hasn't it? It's been a minute. Right. Gakpo with the corner. It's in deep. Areola under no pressure flaps at it, but he does get a hand on it and clears it. Thank you again, Brian, for those gifted memberships, mate. They are very much appreciated by everybody in the chat. Mohammed said Salah was holding us back. He can be a super sub. We just look. Nobody wants to say we're doing this in spite of this or because this isn't here. I'm just happy that we're winning a game of football, and I'm happy that Isak's off the mark in the Prem. I'm happy Wirtz is looking sharp. I'm just relieved, mate, and I hope we can see it through. It's been a while since we've enjoyed the man of the match poll as well in the match reaction, so fingers crossed. Mohamed Tukurka is also not looking too shabby today. I'd agree on that. Hopefully, first of many long throws, said Frozen. Yeah, the irony. The irony of us causing trouble from a long throw in, mate. Right, West Ham now on the attack. Bowen, cross in, over everybody's head, and goes out on the near side for a Liverpool throw-in. Come on, boys. We look more like PSG without Salah, a real team, said Muzi. And thank you for this as well, my friend. Appreciate you. Right, now, hit that subscribe button. That's what we want you to do, folks. Drop a like on the stream. Hit that subscribe button. Let's see if we can push us on towards 362,000. There's 8,500 people in the chat right now. If you are new and you haven't subscribed, really, really would appreciate it if you do. Maybe we'll have a happy match reaction coming up for the first time in a long time. Still got to see this game out, though. But we know now if we keep a clean sheet, it's 3 points. Gakpo's fouled. Free kick Liverpool. Pretty much on the halfway line, far side of the pitch. There we go. That's better. Still no substitutes from Arna. Virgil. Canade. Gomez. Soboslai. Oh, good challenge on him. Or was it not? Referee pulls it up for a free. I thought it was a firm challenge. Ref's going to his pocket. Yellow. Let's have a look at this. I mean, in my day, that's a good challenge. But, look, he was, I guess, studs up, foot off the ground. But in my day, that's a good challenge. Back in when I was playing football, it's not even a free kick, but so Magassa goes in the book. Itachi said had a feeling he was going to score. I'm just delighted for him. It's a very tasty finish as well, Itachi. Here comes Hugo. Hugo Ekitike coming on now for Liverpool to replace Alexander Isak. Got off the mark today with a very, very good finish, Isak. Ball played into him from Cody Gakpo. First time steers the ball into the near post to give Liverpool the lead. And here comes Hugo Ekitike now to replace Alexander Isak. In any day, that's an excellent tackle, said Tony. Yeah, for me, like I said, got the ball, didn't hurt the player, didn't follow through. For me, that was a clean challenge as well. But look, that's where football is these days. It's fucking ridiculous, but Relatable TV said, I'm a West Ham fan. I have to say we both suck. As long as we just suck a little bit less than you today, bro. As long as just a little bit, I'll take it. You know, we're in desperate times, my man. As I'm sure you're aware yourself. But I appreciate you dropping in. Thank you. Gomez should play from now on. Ekitike and Gakpo said footy banter. Isak off, what a ridiculous substitution. Again, I'd say it's saving his legs. I'd say it's just making sure they don't overload him at this point. You know, we're trying to get that balance right with Isak, and I can understand his thinking. Joker Gaming said, all the people hating on Salah will change their tune when he starts scoring again. he needs a break, and it comes here we score. He doesn't need a break. I mean, can we stop that, mate? Why does he need a break? He had a whole summer, you know, and people aren't hating on him. They're just being honest. He's not on the pitch. We're looking more gel together. We're defending better. It's not hate if it's a fact. You know, sometimes we just have to admit that Father Time has caught up with somebody and they're not the same footballer. It's not hate. It's just an honest opinion. And again, yes, us being ahead has something to do with the calibre of the opposition, who aren't great. But I just think we look more balanced today. Still want to see more of Isak and Ekitike together, said Andrew Gardner. I think we will, mate. I think we will. My guess is that he's just making sure that he doesn't overload Isak and cause any more injuries. They want to get him fit, match fit. And again, I'm sure he wants him to play Wednesday. I'm sure he wants him to play next weekend. And yeah, so I understand the substitution. I really do. West Ham corner here. 20 minutes to go. So far, we've defended them well. Ball in. Again, well defended by Virgil. Wirtz flicks it off as well. West Ham have it back. Logan said, "What's up, Craig? I'm watching from Spain today. Very warm here. Hope you and all the family are good." Yeah, well, wherever you're watching from, Logan, I'm glad you're able to watch, mate. Thank you. Appreciate you. Family are good, mate. Thank you. A bit of a head cold for the missus and the daughter, but other than that, all good. That was my honest opinion. Salah isn't finished. Hey, look, I respect your honest opinion, mate. I'm just giving you my response back. No problem with you thinking otherwise. That's absolutely no problem, Joe. I'm just saying, I think it's not hate. I think people are just being honest that he's not the same as he was. I don't know if anybody's taking any pleasure in it. I certainly don't. Why are we afraid to play Hugo and Isak together? Again, I think it's down to fitness. Remember, Ekitike had a back knock, which could be carrying on a little bit, and he's probably just trying to find the balance. He probably doesn't want to overload both of them at this moment in time. Maybe with the back knock, also with Isak getting up to speed and match fitness. You know, that's all I can think of. He's just trying to measure the workload. We've dropped Salah before and it didn't look better. Again, nobody's trying to say it's all on one person, mate. But ultimately, look, here's the fact of the matter. We're 1-0 up. We've defended better. We've looked more solid. Is it a coincidence he's not in the team? Maybe. But it is what it is. We're winning a game of football. Whatever the reason for that is, I'm not unhappy about it. It's not hating. It's called having standards. Salah is a club legend, but that should never give him a pass to play poorly. I'd agree with that as well. Look, Salah has the opportunity now, midweek, which I'm sure he'll start in, to show the manager that he's going to fight for his spot. You know, it's up to him to respond now. $17 to go. Gomez. Inside the Wirtz. Back to Gomez. West Ham have men back. Wirtz is pressing. Come on, Wirtz. Keep going. Keep pressing him. Don't let him out. Ball hooked away. Ball went out of play, says referee. Come on, boys. 16 to go. Here comes Curtis Jones, by the way. He's the next Liverpool change. Just getting some final instructions from Arna before he comes on. Scores his first goal, then gets subbed off. I've tried to explain so many times why I think he was subbed off, and surely you get it. He's been struggling with match fitness. He's playing with a groin issue. You don't want to overload him and burn him out. So he scores his goal, give him a break for the last 20, bring somebody else on, go again on Wednesday, go again next week. You know, what he doesn't want to do is keep him for the full 90 and then, let's say, feel something, or it's about measuring his workload. I understand entirely why he took him off. It's nothing to do with his performance. Canade. Ball went in there, and then it was a late challenge on Gravenberch, which will allow Liverpool to make the substitution. Probably are playing better because Salah isn't on. A break on the bench so we fight for a spot and realise he needs to do better. Yeah, everybody should realise, Joe. Salah, Virgil, none of them should be guaranteed to play week in and week out. But I hope it does inspire him, mate. I really do. I hope we see a reaction when he gets his chance. So it's Wirtz off, Jones on for the last 15 from Arna. Wirtz off, Wirtz off, Jones on. Sorry, I'm confused with myself here. Jones heads it down to Kirkes. Back to Curtis Jones. Inside to Alexis McAllister. Ryan Gravenberch. Nice ball back to Jones, who carries on his run. Jones to Ekitike. Jones back to Ekitike. Strike! Oof, unlucky. Good football, boys. That's good football from Curtis Jones as well. Starts inside their half, has a couple of good link-ups, gets it to Ekitike. He gets a strike away. It's a yard wide of the keeper's post. That's good football. Good direct running there from Curtis Jones as well. Come on, boys. 14 minutes away. Let's go. The amount of people in the chat who seemingly don't understand managing workload is astounding to me. You can't just leave everybody on all the time forever. You've got to be careful, especially when some of these players have carried knocks. Remember, Isak and Wirtz are both coming back from some time where they weren't fit. It's not at all surprising to me that they're the ones that are being substituted. This is Wirtz's first game back, and we didn't even know if he was going to be able to start, remember? Canade again heads away, another cross. Fernandez. Paqueta now for West Ham. Liverpool throw-in. Rude boy said, happy Sunday, Craig. Blessings to you and your family. Do you still want Slock on even if Liverpool win this game? Yes, I do. Look, I said it before, mate. I gotta say it again. It's going to take a consistent run of wins and good performances to win me back around. I'm not there, but this is a good start. You know, I'm never not going to be happy when Liverpool win. You know, there were a lot of people during the week who said they hope we lose so we get fired. And my response to all of them was always, no, I want us to win. I want it to work. I want him to get better. And I want the team going in the right direction. I've no agenda against anybody. The manager, players. I just call it as I see it. And, you know, this has been better. But again, we got to be honest and look at our level of opposition. We should be beating West Ham. Again, West Ham get a cross in, blocked by Joe Gomez. Well done, Joe. Rabadan said, we've been playing pretty decent today. I'd almost forgotten how nice that feels. Yeah, it's a pleasant feeling, isn't it? Right, come on. Fernandez. Jones fouls him, but the referee plays on because West Ham are still in possession. Cross in. It's blocked. Liverpool appealing for an offside. It doesn't come. Oof. Eventually it does. Fulcrook heads it wide of Alisson's left post, but thankfully the flag eventually went up. Free kick Liverpool for offside. Boyle Sports, that's Irish, isn't it? It is. They used to be one of our sponsors, mate. We worked with Boyle Sports for quite a while. Soboslai. He slips it back into Gomez. Gomez. Ekitike. West Ham now have it. Middle of the park. Fernandez. He drives forward for West Ham. Just over 10 to go. Out to Jarrod Bowen. Come on, boys. Do a man of the match poll. We always do that in the match reaction, mate. Man of the match poll will be in the match reaction. And don't forget, if you want to submit your player ratings, you need to sign up to the Anfield Agenda WhatsApp. QR code in the bottom right corner. Well done, Milosh. Good defending. Plays the ball forward to Ekitike, to Jones. Jones is crowded out of it, though. Second ball, Liverpool have it. Right now, head up. Head up, Curtis. Soboslai. Slows it down to keep possession. Gomez. Jones. Little 1-2. Jones carries on. Good play. Unlucky. Tries to pick out Gakpo. But Liverpool have it back again. Well done, boys. Come on. Maka. If we win, we're 1 point off top 4. It's crazy. It is mad how compressed that league table is, definitely. Ekitike. Round the outside. Cross. It's blocked. Mohammed said some definitely looking like they need a rest. Yeah, there's some tired leg. I think bringing on Curtis Jones was a very good call. His energy that he's given us since he's come on has been really impactful, and he's been very good at driving us forward. Just need to keep our concentration now at the back more than anything. No mistakes. Keep it simple. Keep it tight at the back. If there's a chance to counter, take it, but nothing stupid. Don't overstretch this. Soboslai, he's fouled. Free kick Liverpool. Well done, Dom. Come on, boys. 154 subscribers to go. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Let's see if we can get us to 362,000. Lots of stuff coming up today. We have our match reaction stream after the game. Our player ratings video will be out. I'll be back tonight at 8:30 for the late night agenda as well. Jones sucks, mate. End of story. You're wrong. You're wrong. It's just hate. Simple as that. I don't care. If you don't think that Curtis Jones is doing well and has made a difference, you're just willfully hating on him. I'm not Jones' biggest fan by any stretch of my imagination or your imagination. But I call things as I see it, and Curtis Jones has made a difference when he's come on. Simple as that in my mind. If you want to say he's crap, you're just hating on him for the sake of it, and you're not calling him what you're seeing. Oh, Paqueta's just got himself sent off. So now West Ham are down to 10. This surely is it now. Red card for Paqueta. He talks himself into a red card. Just so stupid. So stupid for West Ham. Jones is not good. I said he's made a difference when he's come on. Either answer the fucking question I'm asking or shut up. There's so many people just willfully hate on Liverpool players and call yourself a Liverpool fan. Baffles me. Just baffles me, you know. Nobody's saying he's the greatest player to wear a Liverpool shirt. But if you don't think he's made a difference when he's come on, I don't know what to say to you. That's just so stupid for Lucas Paqueta. So stupid. Did Paqueta bet on himself to get a red? Well, he talked himself into it. And that's all it was. Just meh. Talked himself into that red. So stupid. So we get to yellow first for mouthing off of the ref. Then he keeps mouthing off of the ref. And then the ref's had enough and he sends him off. Second yellow. Passed my driving test the other day. Well in, Zesty. Congrats, man. Right, come on, boys. We've got a man advantage and a goal lead now. Surely to God we can kill this off. Ekitike needs some support. Tries to drive infield, then loses possession. West Ham have it now. Ref, that's never a free kick, mate. Come on. Ekitike's down holding his left leg now. Fuck off. No injuries, boys. Come on. Let's have a look at this. Oh, he banged knees. Yeah, he banged knees with Mavropanos. It looks like it's just an impact when he should be able to run off. He banged knees there. But he's back up and he's jogging, so that's a good sign. Free kick played long into our penalty area. Virgil heads it away. West Ham win the ball back off Ryan Gravenberch, though. Juff infield. West Ham switch it out looking for Wan-Bissaka. He tries to pull it back. It's headed away by Andy Robertson. When the fuck did he come on? When did Robertson sneak on? Craig, you're in a 4-4-2 vid. Yeah, I'd seen it, mate. I was delighted with it. Been in a few of them over the last year or so, which is so kind of them to do. Bowen. Oh, lads. Bowen hits a left-footed strike, edge of the box. I swear to God, I thought it was going in the top corner. Let's have a look how wide it was. Oh, it's about 2 yards over, but Hart was in the mouth there. That wasn't too far away. Souček on now for Freddie Potts. So this means they're going long and direct looking for Souček. Well, let's have a talk about that Yusuf by the end of it, because one of them will finish their career with a Ballon d'Or, in my opinion. Look, you say this like we don't love Salah. Wirtz is 22. Wirtz is miles ahead where Salah was at 22. Miles ahead. But, you know, if you want to just blow smoke up Salah's arse for the rest of his career, you be you. But I don't understand why we're comparing, contrasting and moaning about. Why can't you just say Salah's good rather than try to shit all over Wirtz? That says more about you. Canate playing well. because Joe's breathing down his neck. Jones is quality, said David. I don't get this shit. Like, why can't he just say Salah's great? Why do you have to shit all over someone else? That's the tell, you see, mate. That's the tell that you Salah fanboys have. And it's fucking embarrassing. You don't give a fuck about the team, any other players. You only care about your own selfish interests, which is bigging up Mohamed Salah at every opportunity, despite the rest of the team. And that is disgusting. And that's why I'm fed up of Salah FC fanboys coming in and shitting all over everyone. It's a joke. You're not Liverpool fans. So fuck off and watch him in the AFCON. But don't come in and insult the rest of our squad. So we all love Salah. State of it. Just hate, man. Just hate. Long ball in. Alisson comes. Thankfully, Canada gets there ahead of him. I don't get the Verte. He's 22. It's not Verte. It's just more Salah FC nonsense, mate. That's all it is, Chad. Absolute nonsense. You want the manager out, what the fuck? Yes, Gary, I do want the manager out. Correct. Why wouldn't I want the manager out after the worst run of results in about 50 years? Craig is the last person to be talking about selfish interests. See, that's just a bland, vague statement, you fucking prick. Why am I the last person to be talking about selfish interests, you moron? Because you're jealous because you're not sitting here doing what I'm doing. That's all that is, dickhead. You're jealous that you can't do what I do. No problem. Bring it on, bitch. I'll still be sitting here winning. West Ham putting together some phases here. 5 minutes added on. We've had one of them. Again, well done. The lads have dealt with everything aerially today that's come into them. Itachi said, we are better without Salah. Lee Duffield, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Real Johnny Sin said they'll support City tomorrow if Mo goes there. I know, mate. I know. It's hilarious. All the little trolling shits coming in now. All the little bitches. Come on in. Join the party. Welcome. All your fake scores and all your lies and all your bullshit. Come in. Enjoy. Gakpo. Ball across. Soboslai. Come on. Head up, boys. Head up. Ball back. Joe. Oh, come on, Cody. There we go. 2-0. Cody Gakpo. Whoop, whoop. 2-0. 3 points. Boom. That'll do. That'll do. Did I or did I not say that Cody Gakpo chips in with his fair amount of goals? Simple as. Why do you have ads interrupting your commentary? To make money? You know, all of this is free. Do you think I'd do it for the goodness of my health? Fuck me. Why do you have ads interrupting your commentary? I don't know, mate, because my kids like eating. My wife likes the house warm. And she likes having a house. So, you know, all those things combined kind of, you know, makes me have to play ads. But if you want me to put up a paywall and you want to pay a tenner a month, crack on. Fuck me. Sorry, I'll tell the kids they shouldn't be eating anymore. 2-0. Cody Gakpo. Boom. Like I said, he always chips in with his fair amount. That'll do. 3 points on the way. We'll take it. Love your streams. 21st birthday today. So happy we've seen a change lineup. Look, I'm just happy we're keeping a clean sheet. They're checking on this goal. I don't know why. Goal given. 2-0. Goal confirmed. We can enjoy this last 2 minutes now, folks. We can enjoy it. And by the way, Joe, sorry. Happy 21st birthday, my man. Happy 21st birthday. It's been a long time, mate. I've had more than double your length on this planet. But God, I wish I could go back to 21, my man. Enjoy. Have a great day. And thank you for dropping in. What does he mean ads during the commentary? He means YouTube ads. He means he gets an ad during the game and wants to know why he can't watch everything for free, which he does. It's hilarious. Like that and the I watch with ad blockers. So you're just telling me you don't value our content enough to have a 30-second ad or a 15-second ad. But also, love the channel, bro, but I have an ad blocker because I don't want you making a living. It's gas. If only people knew how hard it is to keep content free. Come on, boys. Here we go. Back to winning ways. Hopefully we can back this up now against Sunderland on Wednesday as well. 30 seconds of stoppage time to go. Whatever happens today, the balance has been better with regards to our defensive shape anyway. Canade and Virgil have dealt with everything that's been thrown at them today from Southampton and looked composed, much better. Rich Baldy said, the result stays, Isak goal, clean sheet, Vert's positive performance, job done, well done. Yeah, I'll take that, my man. No ads if you watch on my desktop. Cool, so you're using an ad blocker. Oh, the amount of little lads that just need a little hug. So many little bitches in the chat that just need a hug. It's okay. You might get here someday. It won't be today, mind. Just sit there with your little ad blockers and your little, I don't know, simpiness. Whatever the fuck, mate. Just fuck off and bask in the glory that is me. Simple as that. 2-0, job done. Bing bang bosh. We'll take that, ladies and gents. Final whistle goes. Liverpool have 3 points, 2 goals, a clean sheet. Sweet relief, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you're as relieved as I am. Arsenal fan here. These new age fans are just so reactionary, always rage baiting. They're all gimps, mate. Simple as that. Fucking gimps, every last one of them. Little bitches sitting at home, nothing better to do. Think they can come in and bait somebody because they haven't got the bollocks to do what I do or what you're doing or what anybody else is doing. They're just sad little freaks, each and every one of them. But you know what? That's all they can do, is sit there and fucking watch while the rest of the world gets on with their lives and enjoys themselves because they are pathetic little shitheads. Right. I see the same in your fan base. Well, in our fan base. Well played today. Thank you. Hope you and yours are good. I'm good, my man, and best of luck later on in the game. Craig, don't be letting these trolls get at you. Not getting at me, mate. I just enjoy putting the little cunts in their place. I don't support Liverpool, but I support you. Proper class act. Congrats on 3 points. Thank you, bro. The real Johnny Sin said West Ham should be ashamed of themselves. So shy. Yeah, I know you wanted us to lose today, mate, but that says more about your situation than me. A win, said Itachi. Yes, I know. Let's say it again. A win. A win, lads. Come on. A win. We'll take a win. How dare you make money? I know, and still keep everything free. Shad said we finally get a game ender. A boy called Cody, who these people popping in with all these hate. Absolute jerks. They're just bitches, mate. Simple as. Just little bitches. Trolls are out in force. Up the fucking Reds. Yep. All of them. But feck them. Just let them be. All they're doing is just throw more money in our direction anyway. So let them in the chat. Let them have their little whinge. Craig, please talk about Joe Gomez. Beast. He will be in the man of the match poll. I'll make sure of that one because he deserves to be in the man of the match poll, and that's exactly what we're going to do in the match reaction, ladies and gents, is talk about a win. I can't wait. I'll see you in about 60 seconds, but let me fly through these YouTube premium bitches. Craig gets his 2 cents. Exactly. Doing a great job, Craig. Robbo was first team starter. I agree on the Robbo thing. Michaela said Gomez was awesome. Couldn't agree more, my friend. Shy-Town Red said finally a win. Up the Reds. Keep it up, Craig. Thank you, bro. Keep up the great work, Craig. Shh, to the haters. Exactly. Thank you. I'm loving the support, by the way. Absolute legends. Thank you all so much. Our first away win in the Prem since the 14th of September. Ouch. Happy for the win. Love seeing Gomez out there, said Christian. Thank you, Christian. Right, ladies and gents. I'm going to go for the match reaction. I will see you, superstars. Why isn't this going away? There we go. Go away. It's not clearing. Anyway, folks, I will see you for the match reaction in 60 seconds time. Look, we're not back, but it's a win. A win is a win is a win. I'll take it. We'll talk to you in a bit. Much